I'm addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 71.
Yeah.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the Pod Gods, and with me is the best man in all of podcast land, Mr. B Hill.
Yeah, what up? Sorry for the wait. We're back in this bitch one time for your motherfucking minds.
Hey, we're back.
Sorry for cussing.
Sorry. Oh, we sorry for cussing this time?
Yeah, it is.
He got saved over the break. He not cussing no more. Yeah, we had life happen. So, we coming at y'all. We missed a week. But they gave y'all time to miss us. Did you miss me?
Did you miss me? Barnett Hill.
What's going on with you, man? How was your 420 is what I need to know.
420.
That was this weekend?
That was what, Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I was stoned. I got super stoned.
Well,
I was high as a bitch.
What was your method, your mode, vehicle of choice?
Good old, yeah, I had edibles and I forgot I had them. But I was doing shit. I don't even fucking remember what the fuck I did throughout the day.
Because you was that high.
Nah, not even, because I was doing shit with my kids. Like, I was hitting the weed and shit, like, in the garage and shit, sparingly.
Okay.
But, what the fuck did I do Saturday? I don't even know what the fuck I did Saturday, but I know Saturday night, I went to one of my homeboys' house and shit, and it was like fucking Bud Fest. Like, that shit was
crazy.
Like, niggas was smoking, like, it was blunts coming from around the corner and goddamn down the street, all type of shit. That shit was, and I don't really like blunts. I like smoking J's and shit.
Yeah,
I like papers.
Yeah, papers.
Blunts too fucking harsh. But, I mean, when you're in Rome, you know what I mean? You get to Rome.
Facts.
So, yeah, I was just high as hell. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to be watching the fight, but my man ordered the shit and, like, Time Warner was bullshitting. So, we just ended up getting stoned, and I had to go, I had to go get my kids. Like, I had dropped my kids off at my mama's house and shit, but my son was, like, coughing bad as fuck. So, like, he had, like, a fever and wanted to come home. So, I had to go get that nigga, like, 12 in the fucking night. But, so that fucked up kind of blew my high a little bit. But, yeah.
You got sober
cool.
up?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I still was stoned.
Oh.
But, yeah, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Low key. Smoking a lot of drugs.
I went to like a seminar type thing on 420 about about the cannabis industry and ways to enter the cannabis industry. Cause I really want to like go ahead now and figure out like how to like buy stocks and shit like that in these upstart companies and shit. Me personally, I don't really want to do the shit myself. Like, I don't want to grow shit and sell shit, but I want to invest in some shit.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to figure out.
Canada. Invest in Canada. It's a lot of weed companies in Canada.
They ain't even mentioned that for real. I mean, they did bring up Canada a little bit as far as like some of the stuff that Canada is doing. But I definitely look into that.
Yeah,
like
the whole fucking country is fucking legal bud.
Yeah. High Times, the magazine, they're going like public soon. They're gonna be offering like stock options and shit like that.
Nice.
Majority of the seminar though was for people who either want to like grow and sell or sell like ancillary products related to like cannabis and shit like that. And there's definitely money in all that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just something where, you know, once they figure out the perfect way to like regulate it, they gonna be straight. Like, I mean, as far as like people being able to make money off that shit, you know what I'm saying? They talked about too, like expunging the records of people who have been, you know, jailed for selling weed and all that stuff. So they talked about a lot of good stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was only probably about 5% of what I actually went for, but it was good information because they kind of like went over like the history of the shit, how the shit got popular in the US, and you know, they went through like all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was good. It was a good kind of like way so I could say that I did something educational on my 420.
Well, did you smoke some pot though?
As soon as I got back,
Nice.
I had that, as soon as I got back. And the thing about it was still like early in the day. So I did that, ate a whole bunch of bullshit, took a nap, got back up. One of the people at the, convention, seminar joint was, giving out, Rice Krispie treats and all types of edibles. I had that. So I did a little recreation on 420, but then on the next day, a friend of mine, shout out to Danny, had like an infused dinner. So
yeah, some weed kid type shit.
Yeah, that shit was good too. And I was stuck. And that's the thing, because I'm just like, and I know how to make the butter and all that, and I've been wanting to cook with it, like make mac and cheese or other shit. You know what I mean? Like, she sauteed the vegetables and the shit and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I don't know how much is too much. When it comes to like, I know kind of like my doses as far as like brownies and cookies and shit like that. But when it comes to like, how much shit do you put in the mac and cheese? Like, how much do you put in the, you know what I mean? I was stuck. The food was good as a bitch, but when you high, everything good for real. That's the problem. You gonna keep eating, right? Cause it's good, but you just getting higher and higher. Like you just getting stuck like shit. But it was a good 420. I see that, Carl Jr., also known as Hardee's on the East Coast, they gonna start doing infused burgers for, places where it's legal.
That shit probably gonna be nasty as fuck.
You think so? You don't try that shit,
Hardee's does that. They have good burgers. I think
Hardee's got good food for the most part. I think, like, if you had to weigh it out
sausage
for real,
biscuit, I don't eat pork, but they sausage biscuits top tier.
They got good burgers. Like, if you want, I feel like out of like restaurants where you can get like a burger, a whole combo for under $7. Yeah, Hardee's is it. Hardee's is probably it.
And they got real like actual meat.
Yeah. And they got good chicken tenders. You know what I mean? So it might be alright. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it might be.
Places like where you gonna get like a decent burger and you not like in a restaurant, you paying still $7 for the burger at a Five Guys, a Steak and Shake. Not Steak and Shake, Shake Shack.
Steak and Shake is fucking horrible.
Yeah. I've never had Steak and Shake, and it's like 3 near where I live at, like right on my street.
And that shit is fucking disgusting.
For real, it be cheap as hell. I be like, I want to try, but I've never tried it.
Steak and Shake nasty. What's another one that's nasty like that? Yeah, Steak and Shake nasty though. That shit, like, I can't fuck with it. That shit ain't. I eat McDonald's before I eat that shit, and I don't even like McDonald's.
Yeah. I do eat McDonald's every now and then. McDonald's fries.
I ain't McDonald's in years.
I'm saying fish fillet.
Fries, I have eaten their fries. I'm lying. I eat their fries, but burgers and nuggets and shit, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I definitely go get me a fish fillet. I ain't gonna need well on that. I did have a so they done changed it to like they quarter pounder and shit. If you saw the commercials and shit, so they like advertising now like quarter pounders and shit like made to order. And I guess they ain't sitting under that light and shit and that heater and shit. And they using like 100% like real meat and shit. And it's like, damn, what the fuck was y'all using before and shit, right?
Yeah. I used to work at McDonald's. I used to do all type of crazy shit. Not like to people's food.
Please don't.
Shit, like, just make all type of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I don't know. McDonald's, I'm cool on McDonald's. That
Did
shit,
you use that
weird,
shit?
It has like a distinct smell. Like, yeah, I remember that shit to this day, like how that shit used to smell like you leave out of there.
I always wanted a job. At a fast food restaurant, but I could never get one when I was a teenager.
That was my only one. I worked there for about 1.5 years.
Did you invent shit? Like, did you put shit on shit that shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used to make all type of shit. Like, goddamn nugget burgers and shit. Like, all type of stupid fucking high. And then I used to be high selling that bitch too. So I was in high school. And then after I left, I got the job at Extra Sauce. That's why I left McDonald's, because Extra Sauce paying like $9 an hour.
So I wouldn't have never met you if you didn't leave at McDonald's.
Our relationship never would have spawned.
Y'all would never be experiencing this greatness right now if my man
maybe
didn't leave.
Not necessarily. We still worked at Blue Cross though. So I mean, we didn't.
We wouldn't have been cool though. I don't think so.
You don't know that. I ain't
really.
We didn't work together though.
Right, that's
We
what I'm
didn't, like,
saying.
we
That's
didn't-
why I don't think we
yeah.
would have been cool because we wouldn't have had like that interaction. And like by the
we
time
used to
you
wear
got
sneakers
there,
and shit, so that probably would be the tie that binds.
What?
You know what I'm saying? But you didn't really wear sneakers at work.
no, I ain't wear sneakers at work.
I did. I was thugging.
And like when you were like wearing your sneakers and shit at work, I wasn't in service no more. So I wasn't.
I was wearing them on Fridays though, like or dressed down and shit. Like I used to. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I used to keep it mad basic. Like I still do that. Like at work now, like on Fridays and shit. Like most of the time, like I wear like colored like Kohan loafers or something with jeans and shit. But now even if when I wear sneakers, I keep the shit super basic. Like I keep it with some plain color Vans or you know what I mean, like a plain color. Like I don't be hitting them with the shit. Like they'll know like my closet a beast. Like man, I work with white people and I work in legal. You know what I'm saying? Like I work in the legal department, so it's kind of like. You know, it ain't that many black people there, period. So I can't come in there all hip hop and shit. But you know what I'm saying? You probably can carry it a little bit different. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like my job I work with now is like always jeans and dress down. What? Turn up. Like if I ain't got like no mediation, no presentation where I gotta like dress up, shit. Nigga, I be in that motherfucker with jeans and some 95s and a low.
Yeah.
Keeping it nice and player.
Nah, bro. I keep it. I still keep it because I be having like meetings and shit. And, like I guess because of the type of job I do, I gotta keep it real gentrified up in that bitch. I don't like it though because if I had it my way, if I had it my way in that bitch, I have on some motherfucking Nike Tech sweats. And some motherfucking 11s on in that bitch, like seriously, like
comfy.
Hell yeah, I feel like I would be more productive.
Yeah, I'm hell yeah, I'm more comfortable that way. Like wearing jeans and shit and just chilling. That shit is not an added stressor to fucking find clothes. I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. Like, we had to dress up. Like, some CEO came down to some stupid shit like that for a 15-minute conference. They're like, make sure you dress up. Make sure it's business casual. I'm like, man, this motherfucker didn't even come to my damn floor. But I ain't mind it because I was like, well, fuck it. Change it. And plus, I needed to wash some jeans and get some shit out the cleaners anyway, so it worked out. But, yeah, otherwise, shit, that shit is a less stress. Like, I don't wear all my, like, sneakers and shit, but, like, some good 95s or something. Yeah.
You rock out with those.
In my work shoes now.
I'm trying to think like the most exotic pair of shoes that I done wore, like that would draw attention. I think for real, like they be tripping. I got this like all red pair of Chucks. Like all red, like soul red, everything red, like all red pair of Chucks. I wore them one day and they lost their mind. Like, oh wow, cool sneakers. Like,
yeah,
man, don't talk to me, man.
Whites is different. Yeah, because I had some, when I was in Vegas, I had some gold 97s on. Them motherfuckers, you would have thought them motherfuckers was goddamn the golden ticket from Charlie Chocolate.
Right.
Like bug lights. Like, wow, those are cool kicks, man. Like, they're not kicks. Don't
Hell
fucking try
yeah.
to fucking call them
kicks. I saw this guy, with some LeBrons on, the South Beach LeBrons. He was like a male dude or something. And
the 8s are the 9s. The fat ones are like the slender ones.
The 8s.
The 8s was fine. The
Yeah.
8s and the 9s was hard.
I definitely had the 9s. Off the
I ain't
8s,
never had no
though.
bronze.
I got like, I was just organizing my closet the other day. I got like 7 pair of bronze.
Man, I ain't got none. I ain't never owned a pair of bronze.
But I think I got 9s, 10s. I got like a pair of 3s. And the only reason I got them is because they was on sale, and I was like, oh, I kind of like these. Because I wasn't even like, bronze wasn't even hitting like that until like, I feel like the bronze wasn't really hitting like that until the 8s, where everybody kind of hopped on the bronze train.
First, I like the ones. The ones was hard.
I ain't really like them.
I like the ones. The ones was hard. I can't remember the rest of them. The 8s and 9s was dope.
Only reason I remember the numbers
get some 9s, but them shits was so slender. I got a wide foot, and they like, you had to buy them shits like 2 sizes up in order to make them shits.
For real, you feel like they slim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They definitely was slim.
It's crazy because you always talk about like how you got a wide foot, but I don't know, I guess because you tall, like I always think like your feet thin or skinny or whatever.
Nah, my
because we be talking about certain
ass.
shit, you be like, nah, my feet too wide for that. I'm like, oh, where?
Yeah.
Like I don't even think about it like that.
Yeah, I definitely take heat to all that shit. I hate the way like certain shoes look when they stretch out. That shit like ones and dunks and shit. Not like Air Force ones, but like Jordan ones and dunks and shit. Like 3-4 wears and them shits be wide. Like they probably don't look like to the average motherfucker, but like to me that shit is distorted. I can't fuck with it.
So crazy thing is because I just had this conversation with my sister because she don't like ones and she don't like us another J that she don't like. I promise y'all we're gonna get off our sneakerhead conversation in a second, but I'm sure some sneakerheads that's following us right now that understand what we talking about. But my sister was talking about the same thing and I'm like, yo, like you think they look crazy from the top, but they actually look regular from the viewpoint we see them. You know what I mean? Like you probably putting more sauce on it than it actually is or whatever.
Nah,
cause she wants some ones too, but I think she got the same concerns like you, like they look wide or whatever. I love Jordan ones. Like them shits go with anything.
I ain't never had a pair of Jordan ones, I don't think.
Yeah. Rest in peace to my crimson and black joints that sold out within milliseconds. Like that was crazy. That was crazy. Now they all on the fucking sneaker resale sites for damn $300, $325.
That shit is so weird. Like I be forgetting that shit is still like a fucking like, you know what I mean? Like an underworld of niggas still be reselling that shit. Cause I remember that shit used to go nuts in like 08, 09. Niggas used to go crazy off that sneaker resale shit. But like I thought that shit died down, but I guess I don't be on it like I used to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I just get, cause there's so many sneakers out now. That's the beauty of it. Like it's so many sneakers now that you can get shit for the low. Like it's very rare that I pay full price for sneakers at this point. Cause unless I really, really want it, like when it first come out, but otherwise like I'm gonna just chill. Cause 9 times out of 10, that shit gonna be on the Nike website for, I mean, it might not even be but a $20 difference, but shit, still $20, you know what I'm saying? So I don't be pressed to be buying those sneakers and shit, like off the rip.
Yeah, I'm still a collector, so it just depends on what it is and what I think it's gonna do. You know what I mean? Like if it's some shits that drop and I know, like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like we follow blogs and shit, so I'm looking at the comments, I'm testing the temperature and I'm trying to figure out like if this shit gonna sell out or not. You know what I'm saying? Cause some shit I done missed out on and some shit just outside of what I pay for. So I ain't checking for it anyway. But Nike already said that, you know what I'm saying, that they was gonna put out more to offset the resellers. Cause that's what was going on.
That shit's stupid. Like y'all missing out on money. That's the dumbest, that's the thing I could never understand. Like why y'all trying to do a select few? If motherfuckers are like certain sneakers I know cause they lose. I mean, obviously they were, like it's way the supply and demand is totally off for certain ones because they put out so many sneakers every other fucking week. Like it's always a new release. Yeah. And like I said, there's so many different. Like Kyrie got sneakers, and you know what I'm saying. Paul George everybody got sneakers and shit. You know what I'm saying, which is a beautiful thing because you don't have to fall like when we were coming up. You either had like J's or pumps or you know what I mean. Like it wasn't a select few.
Yeah, fact.
Like now you got so many different avenues to go. Like you can get a PG or get a Kyrie or you can get some fucking. You know what I mean? Like some KDs.
But B, I think where the disconnect is, like, I feel like everybody ain't really a sneakerhead where they just getting shit that they like, that they think they can freak, whether it's in style or not. Like for me, if I see some shit, I don't care who rocking the shit. I know I can get the shit and kill the shit. Like I done got shit from the fucking outlet for $20 and it came out and everybody been on my shit. You know what I mean? But you have these people who are just hype beasts. So it's just like, oh, this the shoe everybody getting. I want to get it too.
Yeah, I'm
you know
like
what I'm saying?
Like that's sailed. That boat has sailed. I used to be like that, but I'm cool.
Yeah.
Cause I got like it's now cause it's to the point like I got so many fucking shoes that it's like I'll have like it's weird cause I've been this way all my life. Like it's weird. Like as soon as I get some new shoes, I be wearing the fuck out of them shit for like 2-3 weeks. Like all the time, and then I just get rid of, like, I just dismiss them. It's weird. Like, I've always been like that, and I've continued. And my kids like that. Like, my little girl like that. Like, she gets some new shoes, she wearing the fuck out of them shits, and then she just get tired of them and start going back to other shit.
See, I ain't
that's
like
how I am
that.
now. Like I was digging through, reorganizing my closet and shit because I got so many fucking shoes. No, not trying to stunt, but I love shoes.
We got shoes. That's just what it is.
I just love shoes. Like, but because I be getting shoes for like $20 and $30 and $40 and shit like that. Like certain shit you just can't pass up on. So I just get some shit and like I said, I wear the fuck out of it and shit, and then 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 weeks and shit, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm over them shits, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
like, dog, I'm not like that at all. Like, I got shit. When I want the shit, like, I get the shit, I don't have to wear it. I don't have to wear it. It's very rare that I wear a pair of shoes within 7 days of me getting it. It's very, very rare. Bitches. You know what I mean? So I got shit in my closet that's been in my closet for over a year. I ain't never wear that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person that, I can't wear, like, you know, I got like certain shoes and shit that I throw on, like some throw on shits, like I'm a run an errand or but if it's some shits where I'm actually like getting dressed, nah, like I ain't wearing them shits back to back. I'm not wearing them shits back to back because, and it's not that I think I'm too good. I just feel like I got too many joints to wear the same pair of shoes back to back. Like I never do that. So me and my sister talking about, me and my sister trying to implement the summer no repeats, right? Because like me and my whole family got like shoes. Like how many pair of shoes you think you got? Like sneakers? Cause I remember you told me some shit happened with, like your big collection that you had. Nah, like before you became a dad.
I done had all type of shit happen. Like I done had people breaking my house and steal sneakers and shit. I don't know. Probably right now I probably got like 100. Maybe. I don't know. I done gave so many shoes. I be giving shoes away. Like I don't know. I just get in like I'm not a pack rat or anything, but I go like, I'm the opposite of a pack rat sometimes. Like I just go through like this binge and just start throwing shit away or like giving shit away and like goodwill and shit. So I be giving shit to like my homeboys and like now they kids now really. Cause I used to give a lot of shit to my niggas and shit, but now like I be giving it to their sons and shit. So, shit, I probably would have had, like, if I had kept every fucking pair of sneakers that I've ever had, that would be ridiculous. But yeah, probably right now, probably like 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna give away like 20 though, because I got some shit in there that I'm never gonna wear again. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like my shits, like I ain't counted recently, but I know how high I got them joints stacked. I got a whole closet that's just like, my biggest closet is dedicated to my sneakers. I know I probably got at least 250. At least. Yeah. I got at least 250. I got at least 250, if not more than that. But I don't really want, cause people be asking me like, how many joints you got? Like they think when they come to my crib, like I want to see your sneaker closet. Then they look at my shit like, yo, like this is crazy. I was like, I ain't just get these shits yesterday though. But like I try to go through my shit and like shit I know that was like a fad. Like I'll never wear that shit again. I get rid of them shits.
Yeah, I done got rid of so many shits. Like I be looking back like, damn, I wish I done got rid of them. But
hell yeah, my homegirl used to do that all the time. Like she used to get in like these modes and shit where she just want to clean and get rid of shit. But the dumb part about that part is like she'll get rid of some shits and then it'll be like 6 months later and she'll be like, ooh, you see these? Where you get these? I was like, Doug, you just had them. You just gave them away. And like, it's a difference between like a hype beast or an actual like collector. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. It's been shits where I'm just like, oh, them shits coming back out. I need them and I already got a pair. I do know that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't giving away no shit and then 6 months later go buy the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do some type of inventory. But you know what I mean? Sneaker, listen, we bonded over.
I broke my fucking closet. Like
I done broke my closet several times.
That shit is trash.
I need to go through like my Air Force Ones though, cause I feel like I probably got about 40 pair of Air Force Ones, like all different types of joints. But I'm just like, I don't be wearing them joints that often. But it's a bunch of new Air Force Ones. Whew.
Yeah, they got some crazy shit out.
Sure, they.
Some great shits I sent you. Some great shits with the them shits. Boy, bruh, that shit is whack. Like I be trying to chill. I'm like, chill. That shit do not be working. Like, and I've been on my Air Max ones. Like, they got so many dope Air Max on.
Listen, God blessed you with kids. God calmed you down with kids because I remember before you had kids and shit. Like, you was out here.
I'm still out here. That's the wild part about it though. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, I be, cause now I got some more money, so it's like, I be fucking like, yeah. And then there's so many different websites and shit. There's so much shit be on sale, man.
Bruh, 3 pair of shoes came to my crib
is just like, $30 sneakers is hard as fuck to turn down. That shit is like some dope. Like, that shit is like, it's just like, it's basically like free.
Yeah, pretty much. No, 3 pair of sneakers was delivered to my crib today. Like I got a pair of orange Epic Fly knits. I got a pair of purple Nike 270s. I got and I got this like pink pair of like Adidas, like it's like a I think it's called like an ash color, like pink. Like it ain't like I don't know. It's not like pink. It's not like a solid pink. It's like if you get like a t-shirt, like a gray t-shirt, like, but it ain't like one solid color. It's like grainy looking. I can't explain the shit. I'll show you shits though after this shit. But yeah, like them shits. And I probably paid, no bullshit, I probably paid the retail price for those sneakers, those 160, them joints probably about $300 worth of sneakers, real life. I got them shits for probably $130 total.
Yeah, so you can't beat shit like
That's
that.
That's one pair of sneakers, and I got 3 pair of sneakers. You can't walk away from that, man.
Nah, I'm about to get them Kanye Adidas shits. Them shits, I gotta get them. They $30. I'm trying not to get them, but I'm about to get them.
What Kanye Adidas joints for $30?
Them shits I sent you, they look like the Reeboks, like the old Reeboks, like the
the Continental 80s.
Yeah, I'm about to get them. I can't take it. They're $30.
I ain't even know them was the Kanye joints though.
Yeah, he had something to do with them shit.
Yeah, cause I wouldn't even consider them joints. I told you I was looking for like one of the colors, like the, not black, but even though that's a good ass price for them joints you said.
Yeah.
That's a good ass price.
$30. I'm about to get them. I'm gonna get them when I get off the show.
Yeah, them joints is associated with Kanye, cause I remember when they came out, it was like, those are Reeboks.
Yeah,
they basically look just like Reeboks. You always ripping off some shit.
Fuck it. Get them bitches and put them up for the winter.
For the winter, you can wear them shits in the summer with some shorts.
I'm wearing them in the summer. I'm just trying to psych myself out.
Okay, got you. You know, that's a DC thing, man. We bought some sneakers. I already told you, like a nigga be dusty as fuck with some fresh ass sneakers on. Look, speaking of DC, have you heard of this Don't Mute DC thing?
I saw it on Chico shit, and then I seen the nigga they used to be on The Wire, the tall nigga. What's that nigga name? Slim Charles.
Yeah, Big G. From Backyard Band, Genghis.
I didn't know he was actually in the band?
Yeah, he was in a band before he was an actor.
Didn't know that.
That actor shit was some ancillary shit. And that nigga used to be like a trash collection man when I worked downtown for the government.
Wow.
Yeah, real talk. But they got this Don't Mute DC thing. I just want to go on a quick rant before we move along about this shit, because it's about like this whole gentrification shit. And, you know, we always got to go on a rant about white people because y'all just be doing white people shit. So it's like a T-Mobile store on Georgia Avenue, right? And this T-Mobile store always have played like go-go, right? So, in DC, like, I don't know who you know that actually like live in DC, but especially like Northwest DC, like whoever you know that live there, they probably don't live there no more. Cause like, the whole movement started 15 years ago, and they finally getting to the point where when you go into my old neighborhood in my old area, which is uptown 14th Street, 14th and U, I know y'all know where 14th and U at, all that area, like it's white. It's just white. It's a Lululemon on the corner. It's Starbucks. It's all that shit. Like it's gentrified like to the max. The Cardozo Shaw U area, DC or whatever, but it's a T-Mobile store there and they always play like go-go music or whatever. So the white people complaining about the fucking go-go music or whatever, like, nah, y'all need to turn that shit off. But this shit was going on before y'all got there. They built condos and all that shit, and so they complaining. So it's like this Don't Mute DC movement, because it's just like y'all trying to come in, take over our city and take away the culture from the city. You know what I'm saying? You trying to strip what makes DC from DC, because white guy talking about I come home, I don't want to hear that. That's why you canvass your neighborhood and see if that's a place you want to live before you move there. And the other crazy part about it is that it's another establishment very close that blasts white music.
Oh yeah.
Like a little restaurant jump. Don't nobody say nothing about that. Nobody says nothing about that. But this go-go music, because it's music that y'all are unfamiliar with, y'all want the shit to stop, and y'all writing letters and y'all calling the police and all that. So they've been protesting in DC about it. And the CEO of T-Mobile said, we're not gonna stop playing the music, cause they get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this not y'all neighborhood. And like I say, it would be totally different if the T-Mobile store moved in after y'all.
Right.
The T-Mobile store always been there. And the T-Mobile store has always been blasting go-go out the jump. Right. And my whole thing about it is, like, the fucking T-Mobile store closed at 8, 9 o'clock.
I was about to say, that shit ain't no goddamn, right. No damn convenience store.
Right. Like, it ain't like that shit just blasting all night or whatever the case may be. But like, that shit like pisses me off. So we out there trying to fight for the fact that we want to listen to our music. Like, I mean, our city. And then right after that, did you see the shit about the, white people walking their dog and shit on Howard University campus?
Yeah, that shit's stupid. It's crazy because I was like, damn, Howard ain't got no damn, no gates or nothing, you know what I'm saying, to keep people out. Like, that shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's historic ground.
Right. So, like, Howard University campus is more like some of your white schools where it's kind of like spread out. Like, if you're thinking about like, St. Aug and Shaw and all this, like, they got more defined lines of, you know what I mean, like where the school is. Yeah. And they're more like Howard old and Howard big and Howard is spread out. You know what I'm saying? It's one of your bigger HBCUs.
Yeah. Shout out to my niece. She just took a college tour there this weekend.
Nice.
This past weekend. Nice. So she might be, she from Louisiana. So I know that shit was like an extreme culture shock for her ass. But,
she gonna love it. She gonna love it.
She loved it. She really did. So I don't know.
She really
smart.
I think she should go. Howard, and I feel like Howard is one of those schools where it's in the upper echelon of black schools. You know what I'm saying? And I would have went to Howard if I didn't feel like I went there my whole life. Like, cause I literally lived 3 blocks over from Howard.
And she ain't got to pay out of state tuition fees too, cause it's not a state.
That's good and that's bad because they only have one tuition. So that shit like a grip. That shit expensive as fuck. Yeah, that's another reason why I didn't go there. Cause it was like, oh, that shit high as fuck. But you know what I'm saying? So to give y'all the backstory on the HU situation, like, so white people walking like they dogs and shit on campus like it's just some park and doing exercises and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this white man gonna have the caucasity, the unmitigated gall to say, if y'all don't want us walking our dogs on y'all campus, then y'all need to move the campus. Nigga!
That shit been there since the 1800s, you bitch ass fucking white devil.
That's just moved there. Like, what? How could you fix your thin lips to say that? Like, how? Like, what would make you think that is okay to say, oh, y'all need to move the campus if y'all don't want us walking our shitty ass dogs on y'all campus, leaving fecal matter and shit all over the place.
Good old fecal.
Good old fecal. Hey, that shit pissed me off. And you know what else pissed me off? I'm on my white rant. Okay. Listen, you know what else pissed me off this week or in the past 2 weeks since we have not recorded? Let me tell you something. That fucking Notre Dame fucking church burning the top off and everybody out here weeping and fucking throwing $600 million at the church.
Right.
They donated $600 million. Meanwhile, the sheriff's son is burning down black churches in Louisiana and didn't nobody give a fuck about that.
Not two rabbit fucks.
Not the sheriff's son. The sheriff's son. And then the only good thing that came out of it for us was that because people were so outraged, well, black people were so outraged about these black churches, and y'all giving a fuck about this church over in France where we hoping that the hunchback got out safe. We said we was able to, they raised like money for the black churches because it was like attention brought to it, because people was like, what the fuck, like 3 churches just burnt down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, I'm so numb and oblivious to the shit. Like, it's just, Another day in paradise.
Nah, you right. You fucking right about that. Did you watch the Beyonce Homecoming, Joe? You probably didn't. I knew you was gonna say you didn't. Listen, let me tell you something about the Beyonce Homecoming joint on Netflix. I know everybody who is a part of the Beehive have watched that shit. But that shit, let me tell y'all something about Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter, okay? This shit is the thing that I always tell people that I really love and I respect about Beyonce is that Beyonce is not one of these people that just come out and it's boom. I just did all this amazing shit. Like, she works for this shit. Mm-hmm. Like, the shit documents her journey of having fucking twins, being 218 pounds, having all of these fucking complications with her pregnancy, not being able to basically dance and shit. She was way too heavy. She fucking ate like low carb air for like 6 months to prepare for like this shit. Like, she had to lose like 100 pounds for this shit to prepare for this Coachella appearance. Like, yeah. It was crazy. Like, the shit, like, I feel like the main shit about this shit wasn't about like the actual event. It was about like, this bitch human as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just like, I just feel like some people are just like superstars, like talented, like boom. You know what I mean? Like, Beyonce worked for that shit. We've seen Beyonce come out and be just mediocre, like with the beginning of Destiny's Child.
I don't think she was mediocre then, though. I think she was always like, I saw the star from the gate. Like, I knew she was out of here. Like, she was the shining star in that group. So I've never seen. That's the thing about Beyonce. I've never seen her be mediocre. I think she's always been radiant.
I've definitely thought Beyonce was mediocre. But the thing about Beyonce that separates Beyonce from a lot of people, she has that drive to be great. So she's gonna do whatever she has to do. She's gonna practice. She's like, if you watch that shit, you'll have like a whole different level of respect. Like, even if you fast forward like through the performance shit and just see the preparation shit and just her being a mother and having to like balance that shit, I feel like the core of that shit was like ambition and power and just having so much pride in like your people. You know what I mean? Like, Beyonce loves being black.
Yeah.
Hov loves being black. You know what I mean? Like, we love being black and they love being black. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just talk about like the swagger that black people had and other people just don't have. Like, we're so creative and we're so this, and like when she talk about the shit, you can tell like she really like feel the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she worked hard, bro, and it's like inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Because
I fuck with B. I just ain't had time. Or I haven't had time, but
I feel you. It's on Netflix, so it will definitely it ain't going nowhere.
That's the thing about Netflix. Like, it's not really like, it's like, yeah, it's must see TV, but it's not like necessarily must see TV because it's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like, I watched the Sam Cooke documentary. If you haven't watched that shit is ill.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because every nigga that has been about some shit, like, and on some black power shit and like the advancement of their people and not succumbing to the white powers that be, fucking dies. Like, he died mysteriously. Like, he was like the biggest star. Like, he was James Brown before James. Well, I think he came around at the same time, but like, he was on some other shit. Like, he was a media darling, and then he just like turned on the switch one day, like, fuck that shit, my people ain't living right. Because he was from New York, I believe, or like, he wasn't, I think he was like upstate, or he was either upstate or Detroit, I can't remember specifically, don't get me the line, but he wasn't from the South. So when he came through the South and he had to go through the Chitlin Circuit and go through North Carolina and the segregation and all that shit like that shit hit him. It took a toll on him. You know what I mean? Like, damn, my people is fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm all in these circles and shit and rubbing elbows and shoulders with these white people and shit. But just like, you know, the day of reckoning for most of us, you know what I'm saying? One way or another. And then like, once he started realizing and trying to own his masters and doing everything that they did, like how they killed Mike and how they killed Prince and how they killed damn near everybody that was really trying to do some shit like self-empowerment type shit. and I won't say Whitney. Whitney kind of brought her own demise, but just in that vein, in terms of like their social
we don't
awakening.
feel like. Go ahead. I ain't gonna even go there. Go ahead.
I mean, Whitney was kind of turned to the max. All like,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on the Whitney shit. I'm just talking about some of the other people you mentioned. But go ahead.
Nah, Mike, shit, one of Mike's last recordings is when he bought Sony. Like, that's when the trouble came. If you listen, like, it was a recording that Mike, he was fucked up, but he was like, when I bought Sony, like, cause Mike owned Sony. Like, this Michael Jackson owned Sony. So when Beyonce get played, Cardi B get played, when Michael Jackson get played, anybody under the Sony umbrella gets paid. Or played rather, might get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Never
like,
heard that before,
that
but I definitely research it.
No, he definitely does. Like, he owns Sony Music. Like, you can research it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna research it.
Yeah, Tommy Mottola, because Tommy Mottola used to own it. Like, that was a nigga that was married to either Mariah Carey. I think it was Mariah Carey. Like, all them niggas used to come after him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time, because I thought him owning the Beatles catalog was like monumental. Nah, he owns that and Sony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he does now, but at one point he did own Sony. But one of his last recordings was, like, on the telephone with him saying, like, ever since I bought Sony, like, that's when I become a child abuser and all this other shit like that. So, pretty interesting stuff. But, and same with Prince, though. Prince was heralded as, you know, I mean, that's why he was going by that symbol, because he had slave on his face, because they wouldn't give him his masters, and he was preaching, you know, self-reliance and all that other shit. And it's just, you know, he was a vegan and shit like that, and like he fucking died from the flu. Like, that shit was.
You're right. Mike owned 50% of Sony.
Yeah, it's good. That's damn near. I mean, it's not majority stake, but it's.
I mean, it's enough. It's for your statement to be accurate for sure.
Yeah. That shit is fucking. That's a lot. The own Sony. Like, the entire imprint of Sony. Shit. Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy. That's a lot of fucking paper. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just find it interesting. But Sam Cooke's documentary is really dope. I also watched, speaking of Netflix, it was the weirdest fucking documentary, and it was super interesting. It was this dude. It's called Transformer is the name of it. It's really interesting. It's one of the strongest men in the world. Like, literally. Like, he was dubbed the strongest man in the world for lifting like 1,000 goddamn pounds.
That old man who used to move buses with his teeth?
Nah, this ain't.
Okay.
This nigga's name is the Croc. Like, he a white dude. His name the Croc. Okay. But he wants to become he's a transgender woman, but he's not fully transgender. So he like really playing with it. Like,
he was born a woman and transitioned into a man.
He's a whole man. Like, he's a goddamn.
He was a man and transitioned into a woman,
but not really though, because like he ain't really. It's weird. So
help me understand. Like, I'm like.
So this nigga is the strongest, first and foremost, he's the strongest nigga in the world. Like, he's fucking huge. When I tell you this motherfucker, like, he be like bench pressing and squatting like 600 pounds and shit, like repping that shit, like doing that shit 10 times, like big as fuck. You know what I mean? Like big. Like, okay. Literally the strongest man in the world type shit. And he honeymoons as, his name is, what the fuck? I think his name is Matt, and his alter ego is Giovanna or some shit like that. And it's like, it's the weirdest shit in the world, man. Like,
what was he born as?
Matt.
He was a man. And he's a cross-dresser. He's the
strongest man in the world, man. Like,
okay.
He's not just a regular Joe. He's a monster. So he honeymoons, his alter ego is a woman named Giovanna.
Okay, so he's just a cross-dresser.
Correct. But he's saying that he wants to be a trans. He said he's a woman in a man's body, right?
Okay.
So, but he's not, because he don't want to go all the way with it. Like, so he'll,
you ain't real, nigga.
So really though, because like he started taking estrogen and shit to try to lose weight. So when he's like a woman, like he's like, I don't know why I don't feel comfortable. Like, he putting on like spaghetti strap shirts and shit. And
with
like,
some broad
how does this look on me?
Bruh,
not broad shoulders. This motherfucker is, this motherfucker is the strongest man in the fucking world. This is more than broad shoulders. I have broad shoulders.
Bro, what's the nigga name?
The Croc. Do the Croc. I don't know. His name is the Croc. That's his weightlifting name.
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
So anyway, long story short, it's really interesting. You should watch the shit, because it's just amazing. Because like, when he'll dress up, he'll put a wig on, do the whole makeup shindig. He'll have some bullshit ass True Religions on that's mad tight. Mind you, his fucking thighs are big as a goddamn cavalier. So he trying to stuff himself and talking about, how does my butt look? Bitch, you a fucking like, fuck. So, but then like, when he a man, when he's not like a woman, you know what I mean? When he's not his alter ego and he's just like sitting down as a normal dude like he normally is, like he can't stand how he looks as a woman or as a man because he's slimming down because he's taking estrogen and shit. So he's like back in the gym lifting 700 fucking pounds and
so
then
he
gaining 200.
Period, about what he want to do.
Yeah, he don't know what he fucking want to do. So this shit is super interesting. Like, cause it was just amazing. He got 3 sons. And them niggas all like they super accepting of him, but he do mad macho shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas be in the river, like hopping off car tires and shit. Like it's the weirdest shit in the world. But then you'll see him in the club and shit. This nigga got a whole what was the quintuplets mom? The Kate plus 8? He got the whole Kate plus. He be wearing the white woman that like black men with
hair. Yeah,
he look like he drive a Malibu and shit. Yeah, that shit is wild, man. It's wild. So check that shit out. That shit is very.
We don't know the name of it. Is his name?
I just
said it's
Transformer.
Mama?
His name is Transformer. The shit is Transformer.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Shit is wild.
Yeah, I definitely gotta. I got
that shit is wild. Like my nigga, this nigga is the strong. Like in his weight class, he was the strongest man in the fucking world. Like this nigga is full of muscle. Like I'm talking about like muscle, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, big as hell muscles. Like Lou Ferrigno type muscles, like the Incredible Hulk muscles. And this nigga be putting on goddamn a tube top and shit. Talking about something. I just want to get my chest together. Like if you don't shut your ass up with them pecs, shit is weird.
With your pecs, hey, that's funny as shit. All right. I'll definitely check. Super the shit interesting out. Though. I'll check this shit out.
And then you got his daddy, like his daddy, like an old mechanic, like old redneck mechanic and shit. He be talking to him like, you better not come home looking, you better not change your goddamn name to no fucking Giovanna. He was like, this shit, and like, he's like, Dad, that's who I am. He was like, motherfucker, you got all them goddamn muscles. Who you think?
Looking crazy.
That shit is wild, man. And then you see him like in his, like lifting trees and shit, like he cutting down goddamn shit's wild.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That shit seem weird as fuck. Like
is. It's super duper fucking weird, but it's super entertaining, like super interesting. Cause I like shit like that. Like I like peering in the motherfuckers' lives and shit and seeing how they live and like what make them tick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially some weird shit like that.
I could. Fuck. Hold on 1 second. I done fucked up some shit. All right, there we go. All right, y'all watch that shit because
Transformer. His name is the Croc, and his alter ego's name is Giovanna. And then the nigga got outed. Hold on, man. So the nigga got outed. Like he had made a whole Instagram with Giovanna, right? Like so he had like, and it was like she was like a weightlifting Giovanna and shit. And his man, like one of his homeboys and shit, done ratted him out like he was hating on him and shit. And was like, oh, that ain't no fucking woman. That's goddamn the Croc.
Wait, but based on the way you say the motherfucker look, they don't know it was a man.
Like, nah, like he nasty with that contouring and shit. That motherfucker be looking like some of y'all hoes out
there. Y'all beat faces out there. You sold me.
I watch. Y'all hoes the strongest men in the world too.
I gotta see that because I didn't definitely.
He's still like a man, but you know what I mean.
Oh man,
like he nasty with that makeup and them bullshit wigs.
Well, since we already done got on the bullshit, you ready to get into some more bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
We about to get into Little Shit. Little Shit is our pop culture segment where we talk about all the bullshit on your timeline. Be what you sipping today.
I got drunk at the bar a little earlier, so I am drinking some water because I got a long day. I was drinking IPAs. IPAs get you fucked up.
He on his beer rant. I'm on my Jack and Coke. Per usual, I'm back with it. So I just want to put your word up to my Jack and Coke because I feel good right now because I started earlier. And we're gonna toast to just people being mad about shit that's their fault. Let's start it off with that because that is funny to me. So I'm gonna start Little Shit off with Cardi being upset with the Shade Room, right? So this was interesting to me because Cardi called out the popular Instagram blog, The Shade Room, for claiming they only post negative stories about her and her husband, and anybody, related to Cardi. This was in response to a recent story that Offset was hit with 3 charges, firearm charges this week. involved with that incident, his arrest from last summer. She went on this crazy rant. Y'all know Cardi, she always talking about some shit, going off about some shit where she gotta learn to relax a little bit. But she always going off about some shit. And she said that white people like TMZ feel comfortable posting black shit and getting their money off of black shit because black blogs do the same thing. The Shade Room kind of responded by posting a bunch of positive stories that they post about Cardi. This struck me because I want to know, do you think that gossip blogs reporting the news is negative, or what you see on
I mean,
blogs?
it's called the Shade Room. It's not the most, you know what I'm saying? It's like not the most positive place to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like they've since, you know, I mean, they shout out to the Shade Room. They provide all forms of content and media. You know what I'm saying? Like they do fuck shit but they'll also post good shit too. You know what I'm saying? They just provide whatever's available. You know what I mean? But I mean, in terms of them perpetuating like the Cardi, you know, like not the Cardi beef, but like the T.I. and what's the name beef. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like, so T.I. got 8 million followers. I don't know how many Kodak Black got, but I'm pretty sure it's upwards in the millions, right? So niggas is gonna see that shit. So as a news outlet, you gotta perpetuate it at the same time, like, but it's public, it's done in public, like, right? So like the thing I think about it, like if the Shade Room were to get like some intel, like kind of more like a TMZ be doing mad sneaky sucker shit, you know what I'm saying?
TMZ be popping out
like
the
them
bushes
niggas is moles and shit. Them niggas, you know what I mean? But like the Shade Room or any black gossip blogs, in my opinion, like if they get wind of some shit like that's posted on social media, that's what they're doing. They're just reposting essentially, you know what I'm saying? Doing what everybody else is doing, versus like trying to dig and find some shit, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, but again, it's called the Shade Room. Right. So, it was initially started because that's where shade was, you know what I mean? Like, that's where you go for
you got a point there.
And such.
Facts. I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just find it funny because celebs want you to talk about them until they don't want you to talk about them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how it works. It ain't just on your terms, you know what I'm saying? And I think you stated it perfectly where basically you said like, all they can post is the information that you give them. Yeah. They not going and getting the scoop and going through your trash and all this shit. It's because it's already out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't give them shit to work with, they wouldn't have shit to talk about. Yeah. And I do know, you know, cause I follow a lot of the black blogs, Shade Room, Jasmine Brand, Hollywood Unlocked, all that. One, because I follow that information, and two, I got a podcast to do, so I need to know what's going on. And three, again, they can't post shit y'all ain't gave them. Like, she talking about like, it's only negative stuff. I know for a fact that the Shade Room was pretty much Team Cardi, cause they was against that Cardi Nicki shit. You know what I'm saying? Cardi, I feel like if you stop doing fucking bird shit, like going to get locked up, fighting bitches that's fucking your husband, and if your husband stopped doing shit that's getting him locked up, they wouldn't have no shit to post. You know what I mean? Like,
it's true.
Don't give them fuel for the fire. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, like TMZ, they be on some shit. But
yeah, like them niggas is espionage. They be doing that, like, you know what I mean?
But one of the things I can say about
spy
TMZ,
agents. They might be a part of the CIA,
they could
for real.
be. But the thing I can say about TMZ is they are rarely wrong. Like, they be giving the scoop on shit before everybody else.
They did kill Wayne a couple times, though.
They did kill Wayne a couple times.
God bless
but
Wayne.
Shit, we thought Wayne was dead a couple times too. Shit, we see Wayne in interviews and wonder if his ass dead for real. Wayne got to get it together. Wayne got to take some vitamins and lay off some of that shit, because Wayne be looking sick out here. I already said that. B don't like me saying that because he think that's wishing something on nobody.
Nah, he look crazy. I just don't like, I don't put that shit on him. I don't like putting, like, wishing death on
I feel like it's the same thing about the Shade Room. Like, I'm just talking about what I see. My vision say you look bad as a motherfucker. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Brett, like, he just need to get a brush cut. Like, I think he should just go, like, cut his hair.
And it's the reason your hair falling out. Like, it's something there. And, you know, Wayne had mad medical issues, you know what I'm saying, from, like, lean and other drugs and shit like that. I don't know if he's still doing that, because we only see Wayne every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? But
I like that, too. Like, I like that. Like, in terms, not the fucking sickness shit, but I like the fact, like kind of just the low key shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like my I guess because I come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up like that, like, where the only time you would hear, like, see some shit would be to pick up XXL and read an actual article on a nigga and shit. Like, I miss that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the word escapes me, but basically just, exactly, that's the word. The mystique of it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. I mean, and I think maybe Wayne just kind of grew up in that same era, like, man, fuck all that shit. And niggas just don't be wanting to use social media and shit. But I like that shit. Like,
but I think,
damn, what the fuck, bro, up to?
I
shit,
think,
you know, like, that's how I like with Hov. Like, Hov be on, like, he do a lot of shit, but he ain't, like, out in the public. It's not his, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I like that shit.
Beyonce, Hov, J. Cole, a lot of other people, like, they control their narrative. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I like to operate. Like, and again, it goes back to that statement that I said where celebrities always want you to talk about them until they don't want you to talk about them. Right. But y'all giving people all this shit, you know what I'm saying, to talk about. Y'all talked about Beyonce and Hov and that whole cheating thing because they told y'all about it. And this was years later after they done fixed the shit. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce didn't go on the blogs and like, fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Fucking Hov ain't post him in the strip club with a whole bunch of bitches cause he going through something. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Y'all want the shit to work for y'all, but I think that I like the celebrities that came up kind of before the social media became such a big thing. I will put Wayne into that category. You know what I'm saying?
It's fun. Unfortunately, Tip came that way, but that motherfucker be on every set. Like, goddamn, relax, my brother.
Let's talk about Tip
like,
for a
the internet ruined the fuck, like, gangster rappers. Like, for me. Like, that shit ruined gangster rap for me.
I think it ruins celebrities a lot for me. Cause you was talking about like the mystique and shit. Because I feel like the more and more a celebrity lets you into their life, the more you realize how fucking corny they are. And I feel like Tip's starting to make that left turn too.
Yeah. Is that the second topic in leadership?
No. We still.
Yeah, he just be doing too fucking much. Like, sit your ass down, my nigga. Like, just relax. Just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Tip
like,
and Game, I feel like be jumping in shit too much. Mind your fucking
Game,
business.
it's one thing about Game. Game been consistent. Like, even before the internet, Game always been like
little bitch.
A badass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always in somebody going like some shit, like with the whole shit with G and all that shit. He always
been a chatty patty.
Like, he a wild little nigga. Yeah, but I mean, shit, not for nothing. Tip the same way. Tip bad as hell too. He always has some shit going on too. You know what I'm saying? He just, now he got a goddamn phone in his hand where he can really goddamn, you know what I mean, be on every set. Like, but he always has some shit going too. But it's just interesting because like with the Kodak Black shit and like he's in a precarious position, right? Because like now the nigga done disrespected to the fullest, and we all know Tip. I mean, if nothing else, like outside of the fact that he be on every set doing that, he still be about that action, right? So like, I mean, the nigga swung on Floyd. If any nigga swing on Floyd Mayweather, you goddamn.
I feel like a lot of niggas could beat Floyd for real.
Yeah, you say that till you get in the goddamn ring and he steal your ass one time. That nigga is as a
is he really gonna steal
boxer.
You though, or is he gonna dance around the whole time until you get tired? That's all I'm saying.
That makes no. Yeah, you get in the ring with him and let him punch your ass one good time.
I can't beat Floyd. I'm saying a regular nigga can't.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's a lot of regular big niggas who can beat the fuck out of Floyd.
Yeah, it's a different monster getting in. Like, street fighting and boxing is totally different. For sure. Yeah, but just the fact that you still swing on a nigga just lets you, like, it ain't like, one, he got a fucking arsenal of fucking security that's all 7 feet and 350 pounds that probably goddamn be dressing up in women's drag too, like the Transformer niggas. But I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, and you have to have a mindset to be, you know what I mean? Like, bruh nuts. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, like,
because T.I. is just as petite as Floyd. So Floyd could have definitely fucked T.I. up, I feel like. Like, if we just looking at a size comparison
Oh, yeah,
and shit
pound
like
for pound.
that.
Them niggas walk around the same weight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
so
They about the same
like,
weight
do I
class
think
and
a
shit.
big nigga could beat the shit out of Floyd? Yes. But I feel like for Floyd being a trained boxer and T.I. being the same kind of petite little guy like Floyd, for him to swing on Floyd, yeah, you gotta be crazy to do that.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
sure, I'm
like
with
in
you
the
on
midst
that.
of his arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a little off your rocker is my point. So, but now you're in a precarious position because now this man done disrespected your whole entire family and called your sons faggots and said,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck your daughter.
Yeah.
Fuck both your daughters, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
nothing like,
yeah.
but then at the same time, like you was the same nigga that said when you was about 24, 25, put dick in your daddy daughter and swear to, and put dick in your daddy daughter and dare to have children. You that shit. I forgot what song that was. But anyway, he said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So you done said a whole lot of disrespectful ass shit. But now when the rabbit got the gun,
Yeah.
it ain't as fun. So now
Yeah.
because this is all self-induced. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you goddamn, you cheddar bobbed yourself and went out there and did all this shit.
Cheddar
you know what
bob.
I'm saying? Like, so just sometimes, I guess my point is like, discretion is a better part of valor. You know what I mean? So you should just chill.
And pick your battles.
like,
you know what I mean? Like, pick
yeah,
your battles
just
wisely.
fucking call that nigga, man. Like, damn, you all on goddamn. And I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, and not for nothing. Like, the shit was, it was, you know, a serious time, you know what I'm saying? Because emotions were high and shit was tense because, you know, our brother was just taken from us in a heinous way. And then he was essentially disrespected. Right. So I understand where Tip was coming from on an emotional standpoint. And then Lauren London, him and Laura, you know, they got their,
Yeah,
they got
cool.
they, you know what I mean? They got our relationship too. So it's just like, but at the same time, like, I think that was worthy of a DM versus social media posts. And then for Shade Room, kind of tying it all back in, all they have to do is report the shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're not perpetuating it, but at the same time, like, it's their job to report the news. And if you did something in a public forum, it warrants a public response.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
Kodak
Yeah.
Black. Two,
Yeah.
like Shade Room for, you know, doing their job and what they're paid to do and how they, you know what I'm saying, how they eat. So, I mean,
No, you're right.
it is kind of, it's a slippery slope all the way around, I guess.
No, you're right. Like, you're right. But I think that, like, for T.I., like, I always used to think of T.I., like, back in the day, I was like, yeah, he gonna be the Jay-Z of the South. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he used to carry himself. He used to be in trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, his demeanor and the way he used to carry himself, the way he rapped, like, you know what I mean? Like, he used to just give me that vibe. Now, you just kind of like, and I don't really want to say clout chaser, but you ain't got to chime in on everything now.
And I think it's kind of similar to that Nicki Minaj, like that dwindling star type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, T.I. was T.I. For what it's worth, he's still one of the best rappers of all time.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
for me, like, he's one of my favorite rappers.
He's one of my
And then,
faves.
Like, he's got great albums. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but it's now like you had a certain level of height, and we all know he got Lil Man, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Napoleon complex.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the super duper Lil Man complex. So, like, he always got to goddamn have his chest out and feel like he got a one up. And so when you have that certain level of, you know, stardom and notoriety and success, and then while you're still rich and all that shit and everything you've done, and would you know, it's still, you still want to be relevant in terms of like your gangster, you know what I'm saying? So nigga feel like he's still gonna feel like his gangster being tested at some point.
Yeah.
So you still gotta like be on every set, you know what I'm saying? So like, and then it's like you the revolutionary, you know what I'm saying? Like you always, he just be looking for a fight. Like if it ain't nothing, if it ain't civilly, you know what I'm saying? Like with injustices and shit.
Listen.
Just channel all your anger that way. You know what I'm saying? And even still like, do that shit discreet too, you know what I'm saying?
A nigga came at T.I. on T.I. This was a few weeks back, but then T.I. posted some shit like some shit.
He only got one hot song.
Nah, he posted some shit like, "Oh yeah, y'all killed my nigga Nip, but y'all got Trump still walking," or something like that. So somebody commented and was just like, "Nigga, you always talking some shit, but you ain't did nothing. Like, you could do shit too." You know what I'm saying? And he said some OTI shit that didn't make no sense. Like, he just used a bunch of words, coaches and all that. That shit didn't make no sense. And
I was like,
what the fuck you talk about? But then I was just like, nah, this nigga John right though. Like, T.I., you always talking some shit, but what are you doing? Because my whole thing is, are you saying like some of y'all niggas should have killed Trump? Okay. You got money, you got this, you got that. Why the shit ain't happen? You feel like you in some type of, I don't know, leader, God position where you put out the call and somebody gonna do that shit. You in your own head, bruh. Like, you ain't as big as you think you are as far as your influence over people. Now, don't get me wrong. I listen to T.I. music and I love T.I. and all that shit, but it is getting to a point where it's just like, all right, fam, you need to just calm down a little bit.
Internet ruined the world, man. Fuck shit up.
Facts. You realize how human your favorite celebrities are and how they they ain't no different from your motherfucking cousin, your friend, your whoever else.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Again, that mystique
that
is
you
gone.
may or may not fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
That you may or may not fuck with.
Oh, that's my nigga, despite his fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you gotta take, you know how you gotta, like, certain niggas, you love them, but you gotta fuck with them from a distance.
And
you know
doses,
what I'm saying? And shit like that.
And doses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you gotta take them in doses. Like, I love you, but facts. Like, I love you and I don't want nothing to happen to you, but I can't surround myself with, I can't be with you. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Like, often I feel you 100%. Let's wrap this one up with with Cardi versus the Shade Room. You think that's litter shit?
Oh, that's trash.
Yeah, I think it's trash. I feel like they just trying to do their fucking job. That's what I get paid to do.
I mean, like,
you do your job, I do my job. Just don't give me shit to do my job.
You all on the Instagram, like, with mad niggas and speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not the most wholesome, you know what I'm saying? Like, of ladies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you out here still with 14, 15 million followers and shit, but still goddamn just as hood and doing mad, you know what I'm saying? Porno ass shit. So, like, that's what the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the pot and the kettle arguing over who black. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always love Cardi because of her rawness, but she gotta learn to chill. Like, she gotta learn to pick her battles. She gotta learn what hills she wanna
She
down.
still got that stripper mentality.
Yeah, she
like
do.
That stripper, like, she ain't shook loose of the reins of the, like, I mean, and again, like, that's the authenticity of her is what we love to know, but you also gotta evolve, you know what I mean? Like, you can still be buck and you can still, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't take no shit, but you gotta kind of, like, curve it a little
pick
bit,
your
you know
battles.
I mean? You gotta tailor it a little bit.
Pick your battles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
sure.
feel like that conversation should have been like, babe, they always posting shit about the fuck shit we do. We need to get our shit together. So they don't have nothing to post. So they only have the Cardi is breaking records. Oh, Cardi made this deal. Oh, Cardi, you know what I mean? Make it so that all they have is positive shit to post. Cause again, going back to the whole, and I get it, Beyonce and Hove is like on some other level type shit with the way that they conduct their business. But how often do you see some negative shit about them?
Right.
Because it's not like negative shit don't happen to them. But they make sure they keep their shit contained. You out here posting on your blog, cussing out on your live and all that, and then get mad when somebody like, oh, Cardi's upset because Offset cheated for the 15th time.
Right.
You gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of like in the same realm. So Blueface, who y'all might know
Blueface, baby,
from that Tatiana song, he was on Big Boy Neighborhood. He's so trash. He was on Big Boy Neighborhood and revealed that he basically don't care about rap. Like, he just basically there for the bag, which sparked, outrage with the hip hop purists and all that. And then, on social media, they start posting like other rappers like Cardi and other individuals who said they don't really care about the music. They really care about getting the money. Do we care still in 2019 if an artist is here for the craft or for the money?
I mean, you can kind of tell in the music alone.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You can tell who give a fuck versus who don't. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
I mean, it's like, as far as Cardi goes, I think Cardi's niggas is definitely here for the bag. Let's just, first and foremost, like, nigga go to work to get money. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, niggas ain't going to work for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So essentially that's their job, right? So that's one. They want to go ahead and better their situation. I can't blame anybody for that. But as far as the artistic integrity of it all, nah, them niggas don't give a fuck about that shit, man. They like 21 and 22, you know what I'm saying? And 23 and 24 or whatever, like, and I mean, there's plenty of niggas that were that age and gave a fuck about what they were doing, but it's a different time and a different age, and music is so easily consumed. Mm-hmm. I think that it's just kind of more, a little bit more difficult for for niggas to be artists. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is chasing those hits and chasing that show money and chasing them streams and shit. So, I mean, Blueface ain't gonna be here next year this time. You know what I'm saying? He dope. I mean, excuse me, he's not dope.
He's definitely not dope. He's trash.
Nah, he's not dope at all. Like that fucking, the end of fucking Tatiana is the worst shit I've ever heard. Like,
it's like he don't even care about the beat. Like he could care less.
Shit is like, my old lady was listening to that shit the other day. She was like, I can't. Like, I'm about to throw up. She was like, I literally getting sick to my stomach listening to that shit. That shit is like noise, and that shit is just noise. I don't know.
Yeah, like no, like I'm with you. Like it's kind of like so. Okay, so like I feel like it's a difference a little bit between a Blueface and like a Cardi. If those were the people who were mentioned, right? So I feel like Cardi, she did say like she didn't say I don't care about the music. She said I don't care about the lyricism. I'm here for the bag, because I think that it's all clear, and it's been very clear that Cardi don't write her shit. So I think a Cardi is more so of an entertainer, right, than a rapper. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Cardi still puts effort into what she's
still
doing,
was dope,
right? So she's putting effort into the performances and looking a certain way and reciting these
into
lyrics.
The raps too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she may not be writing them, but she like her cadence and shit. Like she still spit them shits like she nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's Party Fontaine who write most of her shit, and I've been listening to this shit. That nigga dope. You know what I mean? Like that nigga dope as fuck. But I still don't feel like he'll ever be as dope as Cardi. Because Cardi just has a flair for the way that she delivers, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's the same words. So that's the difference right there. It's the same words, but I can get one person to say the shit and I get another person to say the shit. And that's why you have people who are bigger songwriters than artists. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure like people like Dream and Neo and Ty Dolla and all them, even though they're pretty successful as artists, they make way more money writing songs. You know what I mean?
Oh,
getting people to say their lyrics, right? But like with a Blueface, you can tell. He's fucking trash. And the only reason I listen to the Tatiana remix is for Cardi's verse. She said had his breath smelling like pussy and mimosas. What? So
yeah, like she ate that nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she ate that
nigga. Like for real, get him on the sofa. Yeah, I mean, have his breath smell like pussy and mimosas. I was like, Cardi spit that shit, even though it's somebody else. But just like you said, I feel like I don't really care.
Meg Thee Stallion nice though. She dope.
Thank you.
Like speaking of female rappers,
Meg Thee Stallion is nice, and I've been on Meg Thee Stallion for a few months now. And
she remind me like Shauna. Like not really cute, but got a mean body and can rap like a motherfucker.
Meg Thee Stallion all right in the face.
Yeah, she ain't ugly, but she kind of got a little weird look.
She
to
tall
her,
as fuck too. She 5'10".
Yeah, that's not. I guess that's tall
for a woman. That's super tall for a woman.
Yeah,
like
my old lady 5'9". So
yeah, your old lady tall too.
Yeah.
For a woman, you know what I mean? Like for a man, it ain't tall. You know what I mean? But for a woman, that's tall. And she had this thing about why she was called Meg Thee Stallion. Cause some nigga called her a stallion. She didn't know what that meant. And it was like, you tall and you fine. And I was like, damn, how tall is she? But then the shit said she was 5'10". I was like, yeah, that bitch tall. That's close to 6 feet for a woman.
Yeah, she got a fat
ass. Meg Thee Stallion is definitely built. For sure.
She can rap too though.
No,
like,
she
that's
can
what I
definitely
like about
rap.
her. Like she dope. She can rap.
Listen,
that's why I
Big
compare
Old
to Shauna,
Freak
because
is my
Shauna won't
shit.
tall, but Shauna could rap and like want the prettiest, but had a crazy body and shit. Like Shauna was a star. They just ain't know how to.
They didn't know how to market Shauna. I give you that.
Shauna was dope.
I give you that.
She was super dope.
Shauna was super dope. Yeah. So look out for Meg Thee Stallion, man. Big Old Freak, Sex Talk, all that. That shit go. That shit go.
Big Old Freak. She smoked. I actually listened to it today, like in the car, because that shit. I was like, damn, that bitch smoked that shit.
Hey, that shit go. I'm a Big Old Freak. Hey, that shit go. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a Blueface that he ain't gonna be around long. Like, and I heard a song with French Montana, who I personally think is trash. French Montana cannot do it by himself. French Montana cannot do it by himself, and French Montana is always the first person to hop on whoever is the hot person but be trash too. Like, Drake has a knack for like putting people on. Like, he know what songs to get on to kind of like blow them shits up. There is a Blueface French Montana song. Blueface raps exactly how you expect Blueface to rap. You can tell he don't care about the craft. He don't care about none of that shit. My question is it worse to have an artist become hot who don't really care about their craft, or an artist who think they spit hot, blazing fire, but they really fucking trash?
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Do you think that's the worst one? Yeah.
Yeah, cause that shit, like, I think it's kind of like a slap in the face to
the
those
music,
who really
yeah.
do give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you on that. Because there's also artists out here too that be like, no, I'm not trying to change my music. My music is this. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't feeling that. So you can't be mad because you want to keep your music pure.
I mean, if you want to keep your artistic integrity,
and that's cool.
That's certainly fine.
But you can't be mad you ain't getting paid either.
Yeah, because not everybody likes abstract art, and not everybody likes that. You know
whatever
what I mean?
your
like
shit is.
Not everybody. Niggas like that Blueface shit. It's a bunch of niggas that don't too. You know what I'm saying? So everything ain't for everybody. So you just got to be content with what the fuck you get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I definitely feel you on that. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to keep your music exactly how it is and you the only person that like it, that's cool. Listen, you ain't gonna get paid on that though. So,
Blueface, baby.
So you gotta think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then he got this little dance. The Blueface trash. Blueface, I'm glad he brought a house. Shout out to Black Man.
He wear Hirachis though. Shout out to, like, that's dope. Cause like little niggas don't know about Hirachis and shit. He always got on Hirachis.
I feel like all the trap bitches wear Hirachis. All the girls wear Hirachis.
Oh, where? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't be seeing little hoes with Hirachis.
Everybody wear Hirachis. Yeah, but Blueface basic as fuck. Like, I can't.
Blueface, baby. That's my favorite thing we do it. Like, this little fucking Blueface, baby.
His little tagline and shit.
That's it. That's the best shit about it. After that shit, I'm cool.
So,
but shout out to Birdman. He always finding one, boy. I swear.
He went, cause he was talking about how he with Cash Money West, but he don't know shit about shit.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know who on the label. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
you were the wrong one, baby.
You're right. You ain't getting paid.
Puff, you were the wrong one. You better you better know what you got going on.
You bought your house. I hope you paid for it out. Straight out
hope
cash.
That shit cash money. Hope you got that cash.
Right.
Hope you paid for it with them show money.
Hey.
That shit finna drop in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
That's a little pump now.
Had Wayne stalled for years. And if Wayne gets stalled, you know your ass getting stalled.
That's a fact.
All that shit.
Y'all check out Birdman fucking Nori podcast, Drink Champs. That shit was pretty good.
Baby. All right. Is it 2 hours?
Nah, it's like an hour and, but you know, Birdman ain't gonna talk.
That's true.
Birdman ain't got 2 hours worth of words.
That's true.
We forgot about it. He got an hour. It was good
though. Okay, I mean, an hour.
Birdman one of those people that don't say a lot, but when he say a lot, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I could do an hour. Like, I've kind of fell off Drink Champs. It was too much.
Yeah, that shit was good. It was real good. Because he kind of go through the beginning and shit, which I'm a Cash Money historian, so I knew all that shit. But it was just good to hear kind of like certain, because Nori asked certain questions that I felt that were pretty cool. So it was a good interview. Check it out.
Okay, cool. Artists who don't care about music, little shit.
That shit.
Yeah, I feel like that shit too. Because I don't know.
That's like me going to paint and trying to put it in the North Carolina Museum of Art. Like, this is, I mean, it is my art, but I ain't no fucking artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I put that shit down and I give a fuck about it tomorrow.
Right.
Cause I used to try to rap when I was a kid. You know what I'm
saying?
I think
everybody tried to rap. I tried to rap for a while.
I used to lay shit and put shit, record. I got mad songs and I didn't love it. Like, I didn't love my raps.
What was your rap name? What
What the fuck was my rap name? Chopper Slim. That shit was trash. I told you I used to love Cash Money.
Chopper Slim. Chopper Slim.
Butcher Hill. Cause like my homeboy used to love Gangs in New York and shit. He gave me that name and shit.
Butcher what?
Shit was
Butcher
trash.
Hill. I used to rap, but I used to
rap
for my siblings.
But I just ain't love it.
I used to write raps and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I think
too.
it gave me, I think I have I be just, you know how you just think about shit, how shit came to be. I think I just have a thing with like words. That's why I like rappers who can put words together in a different way.
Most good rappers were nice in English.
Right. And you gotta be witty and you gotta be all of these different things. So like my brother used to be like, yo, my sister can rap, yo. Like my sister can, like my brother was like my biggest fan and shit. Like when I used to rap, yo, cause all I used to do was fucking listen to music, record music, print out lyrics to music and all that shit. And then I used to write shit. I used to be like, yo, listen to this shit. And I used to just like spit that shit. I'm gonna ask my brother about that. I'm like, you remember I used to rap and shit? You was my biggest fan and shit. He gonna probably my brother either gonna be like, nah, yeah, you was dope, or he gonna be like, nah, I wasn't your fan. He gonna go one extreme or the other. Yeah, you know what I mean? He gonna either be like team me, or he gonna be like, nah, nigga, fuck that. I'm gonna ask him though. I'm gonna let y'all know what he say. Oh, but then, yeah, that's definitely. Oh, yeah,
happy birthday to your brother and shit.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday to my brother. I'll see you soon. We're gonna turn up. He's on Douce now. My brother goes into his different waves of alcohol. He was on 1800. Now he's moved into Douce. Talking about buy him a bottle of Douce.
That's nice and $50.
Right, exactly. Nah, you need to stay at that 1800 because I can get you a whole motherfucking half gallon for $32 at Lax.
That's
Yo, if you from DC, PG County area, fucking Lax be hooking it up. Like Lax got all the fucking watermelon Ciroc like before everybody got that shit. And they be selling shit for the low, so I don't know what they secret is. But they like, I follow them on Instagram. Like they got mad followers on Instagram. Like, bruh, like I got
That's wild.
the fucking like $35 bottle of Ciroc. They had that shit for $9.99 until they sell out. Like, I don't know if they get like a bunch of overstock and they just need to get rid of that shit. But they should be low as fuck. So if you ever in the DMV area, Lax, y'all need to pay me for this promo.
Shit, I need some Kettle One with the goddamn cucumber and mint. I know y'all.
Oh yeah,
I know
you
that
told
shit
us
ain't
about
high
that.
demand.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said, yeah, you told us about that shit.
That shit is so good. I'm telling you, that shit is like I had some of that on Friday. Yeah, I did go out Friday. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I got drunk and shit on Friday.
Well, Lax had Lax Liquors, or Lax Spirits, I think it's called. I don't know. It's called LAX is Lax, and it's in like right there on the line between PG County and DC. I think it's actually on the DC side of the line though. But they should be super low. So they got the shit now where you can like order the shit online, then come pick the shit up.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they said they about to start where they gonna start like sending the shit, like mailing the shit. So that shit dope. Instagram is testing where they doing invisible likes on IG, where only the poster will see the likes, right? So everyone is like in a uproar. It's just a test right now. They just testing it. I don't know who they testing it on, but they just testing it right now. But the big uproar is that it will impact like IGpreneurs. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurs that basically, you know, conduct their business off of IG, and influencers, right? So as we know, like IG is just this big group think thing, and you know what people like, everybody else like. You know what I mean? So if something got fucking 500,000 likes, then everybody else like it too. You know what I mean? Like it just what it is. What you think about the invisible likes? Do you think that will help or hurt IG?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I mean, I think it'll help. I think it's going to hurt more people actually, because like in terms of like the vanity of it all, because that's what people do it for. You know what I mean? Obviously, I think they should just take away likes altogether. I mean, obviously it'll hurt the entrepreneurship and people getting out there and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they can have another fucking way of promoting that shit. But I think that's the part that kind of ruins shit. You know what I mean? Like, because it gives people that in those endorphins that go off like, oh, you know, you get X, you know, this many likes and now you validate it or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool to like it if you truly do, but I know niggas that be getting niggas and hoes that be feeling some type of way if you don't like they pick. Like, say you like put a comment on the pic, but you don't like it. Like, like that shit is weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers be like, you know, like if I say some shit like some funny shit or dope, they be like, but you ain't like the pic though. Like, yeah, I did. I just told you it was dope. I just didn't hit the like button.
Now, are you
It
being
actually
petty
took more
by?
of my time to type out dope.
Are
You know what I'm
you
saying?
being
Like,
petty by not liking the pic?
No, it's not. I mean,
or you just didn't think about it. You just like, oh, dope.
I
and
just didn't
keep
think about it.
moving.
Like,
Yeah.
I just put the comment and I kept moving. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm not liking this pic. I'm gonna just put a comment. Like, no, I don't think that deep enough.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't
clearly,
even really post on your IG like that. And I post, but I post infrequently because my niece brought that. She was like, oh, you don't post much. I was like, okay. Like, I feel like I post something at least once
I do
a
more
week.
stories than I do like actual pictures and shit. I like the story. I look at both, but I look more in the stories.
And that's funny because I rarely look at people's stories. Like, if it comes up, like, I don't go searching for people's stories, but you know, it's like that queue. If it comes up in my queue and I want to see what you got going on, I click on it, but I never like go to people and see like, oh, I wonder what like B Hill doing, or I wonder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really do that.
I look at my friends, like I look at all my people's shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or that first like live queue and shit, like all my people, if my people's is up there, I'm gonna look at that shit. And then like certain celebrities that I fuck with, like I always look at Freddie Gibbs shit because he always got weird shit, like crazy ass shit going on. So it's always some, you know what I'm saying? Like certain shit I'll look at, but like I find myself looking at more stories just cause like, I don't know. But I mean, I enjoy Instagram. It just becomes a little, I'm fucking addicted and I hate that shit. Like it's got a hold on me.
I got like 2 frames
My
of
phone,
thoughts on like the invisible like light thing. Like from like people's self-esteem and shit like that. Like I feel like, yeah, like the likes is trash because people out here doing shit just for likes. Like that shit is trash. However, for the platform itself, I think that's what makes the platform successful. So if you take that away, you're basically going to be like Snapchat or some of these other, you know, other sites that, you know what I'm saying, people ain't with no more. You know what I mean? Like people still got Snapchat, but how many people really going to Snapchat now? You know what I mean? Like I feel like
that motherfucking like 2 weeks.
I think Kylie Jenner and like Rihanna killed that like a year and a half ago. After all that shit went down, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of killed Snapchat. Snapchat ain't really
Snapchat killed themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
For real.
And then they made the interface all fucking complicated as a bitch. Like I don't even really be knowing how to get to people's stories. Like my sister and my brother, they send me like shit via Snapchat or whatever. She be like, oh, you didn't see my Snapchat story? I was like, bro, for real, I don't even really know how to get to people's stories no more. Cause Snapchat tried to monetize.
It used to be mad simple.
Yeah, they tried to monetize and they put all these people, like famous people and shit in your shit that you don't care about. And then they got all these stories and they did too much. And I feel like Instagram is on the verge of doing too much, and the fact that they're owned by Facebook and the fact that they leaked all them fucking passwords. We know y'all Facebook leaked all them Instagram passwords because they didn't have them, encrypted properly. That happened like last week or the week before last. I can't remember. But, you know, Facebook always in some shit about people's privacy because it's the biggest social media company in the world. And they got like, shit, I think like 1 billion fucking people or some shit, like some astronomical number of people, and they can't protect their data. The whole Trump shit with the Russians and all that shit has some Facebook components. You know what I'm saying? So when Facebook bought Instagram, I already knew that was going to be a problem. Like right then. But I feel like basically if Instagram take away the whole likes thing, it's basically going to be Tumblr or one of these other, you know what I mean, places where it's not really about like the likes and shit like that. And people are going to stray away from that. But what I will say, all you entrepreneurs out there, you might want to get to creating you an app. Yeah, I mean, that will replace that. Cause people get that adrenaline off those likes. It's a drug at this point in time. B Hill said he addicted. I'm addicted. You know what I'm saying? One of my goals is to cut down my phone time. So, you know, like iPhone give you like an update every week. How much?
I ain't never got that.
You ain't never get that? Which iPhone you got?
10X. Or
Word?
I don't know.
You don't get that?
Yeah.
I ain't even signed up for the shit. So like every Sunday, I get like a report saying you spent this much time on your phone.
I mean, yeah, I heard Charlamagne talking about that shit. I was like, damn, I ain't never got that shit.
Really? I get that shit every Sunday. I get it on my personal phone and I get it on my work phone. They send me the shit and Bro, it'd be like mad hours and shit. Like super
I already know.
dumb
Like,
hours.
I don't want to see that shit. That shit like a damn. Like,
Yeah. It's like this how
That
fucked
shit
up
like-
of a person you are. Let me let me
hey,
remind you
look
on
at
the
you.
Sabbath how fucked up
Yeah.
of a person you are because you on social
Look at
media
here.
this much. So it give you
Look
like
at your son over there in the corner
Facts.
begging for attention. Wait, you're 97 hours of fucking
right, and it give you
phone
like
time.
on average per day. So it'd be like, yo, you spend like 6 hours a day on your phone. How? I work 8. I gotta sleep like
See,
5.
but then see, okay, so does it equate like screen time?
Yeah,
Because
screen
like
time.
I'll listen to a podcast, which is 2 hours, but I ain't necessarily checking my phone the entire time. I'll probably check it an
Well,
hour
it's
and 30
supposed to
minutes out
be-
of that 2 hours.
Nah, because I feel, hold on. I personally feel like it's probably screen time. I could be wrong. So, because I probably listen to, because of my lifestyle now, I probably only really listen to like 2 podcasts a week or something. So I don't think that would equate to that, but I could be wrong. So we need to look into that. But my shit definitely be like, you spent 6 hours a day. I'm not listening to 6 hours worth of podcasts a day. Cause I
That's a fact.
don't have the time like that no more. You know, I used to have the time when I worked at a different job and I was doing something different. I had a longer commute. So I could equate it to that. But like now, even when I had like a podcast that's 2 hours, it'd be taking me like 3 days to listen to that shit. Just because how my life is structured now. So we definitely need to look into that. You need to set that shit up just so I'm not alone and shit.
Nope, I'm good.
Oh shit.
It's like getting an AIDS test every
Right.
day. It's like, fuck.
You positive
We'll have
as
to look
fuck.
forward to.
Yeah, nah, you real. That's real.
You know it's negative, but do you really know it's negative?
Do you really?
Today might be the day.
Oh man. Hey, so IG making the likes disappear is little shit.
I don't know. I guess I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I guess I straddle the line. I don't really have an opinion on it one way or another, I guess.
I'ma just say because I try to be an entrepreneur in certain ways, I'ma say it's shit for that factor. But for the global, for society as a whole, I think it's a good thing.
Well, if they want to do some dope shit, get rid of these fucking hair people.
The
Man,
bundles.
Man,
The bundles.
I got 20,000 followers from fucking the bundle people.
Facts. And it just be like 3 bundles of hair on the
Yeah,
joint.
like little measly pieces of fucking bundles. Like,
right.
the
If y'all
fuck?
don't get these bangs off my timeline, nigga.
Yeah, or wrapped up with a fucking bow on it. Get the fuck out of here with a ragged ass Michael's ribbon.
Michael's always giving out 60% off coupon. Yo,
That's so funny. My wife was just talking about that shit. That's so fucking funny. Like literally like an hour and a half ago. She was like, I love Michael's. They be having mad good coupons.
hey,
I was
shout
like,
out to Tim.
what?
She on her arts and crafts shit.
Yeah, we got kids. Little girl, they love to fucking draw and shit.
Oh shit. Hey, that's funny as shit. Hey, that's little shit. You ready to get into 8 shit in 2 cents? Let's get somebody
Let's
some
get to
advice. All right. So I have 2 questions. One is actually a short one, and it's from my sister. She wanted us to ask this question.
Which sister?
I don't want to
Can you
give her
not
name.
divulge that? I know it's secret society.
Yeah, all we ask is trust. It's my middle sister. You know who that is. But yeah, my sister asked this question. She want to know how many baby showers. Oh, I'm sorry. Little shit is our listener letter segment.
How many baby showers? This is wild.
Right. This is where we give advice to listeners who clearly don't care about taking advice from people who drink a lot. For y'all new people out here, shout out to the new people. But my sister said, how many baby showers can one family have before you're no longer obligated to buy them gifts?
That's a good question. I think it's 3.
Ooh.
Like top off at 3.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, if it got 3, so like my shit was, I had twins off the rip, so obviously that was, a different. But then my second one, like, I was thinking, man, this motherfuckers gonna come to my shit. Cause like, I mean, like a couple years ago, I just had a whole bunch of, I had 2 more kids.
Yeah,
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? But like me personally, like, shit, I'll get you a little something, you heard me, but I ain't necessarily like, it ain't no shower then. It's a damn It's a hot tub.
I'm bringing condoms to the next shower. That's what I'm giving you, motherfucker. I'm bringing IUDs and vasectomy coupons.
Copay. I'm gonna bring the copay assistance. Right. Fucking for you to get a damn, get a snip.
I'm bringing Planned Parenthood coupons to the shit for you.
I mean, I guess I'll say this, like, so if you just a regular, like, if you like a baby mama and got like mad baby daddies and shit, like 4 kids and like 4 baby daddies, I ain't coming to the third one. Like the third one, the fourth one, I ain't coming to them. But if you like a family, maybe like you know what I'm saying, like you got like 4 or 5 kids, I might consider that just because it's, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but see, I think the total opposite of that shit. Like, if you are a family in the typical sense of a family, you got a spouse and y'all got multiple kids, y'all should be able to afford these kids y'all fucking popping out. But yeah, I mean, like, I think
those are the ones who's, I mean, I ain't gonna say struggling, but like they making sound decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support that. Like, I don't support goddamn.
Well, if you making sound decisions, you don't need no gifts from nobody else to take care of your kids.
No, it's a celebration of a sound decision. Yeah,
because your kids don't have birthdays and shit. We'll get them something in.
Well, little Angel got them just on her 4th round. And she got them, like, she's not making good decisions. So I'm not being a champion of your bad decisions, Angel.
All right, so I'm with you on the number
Angel
3.
Got 4 kids and 4 baby daddies.
I'm on the number 3 regardless. Like, I feel like 3, I don't care if you Angel or you Muffin and Brian, Nicole, that's together, been together for 5 years, and y'all on y'all 5th kid. Like, and it also depends to me on the cadence in which y'all having children, right? So if you had a kid and it's been like 5-6 years and then you have another kid and then they kind of spaced out and it seemed like a new situation every time, I might support you. You know what I mean? Up to I still got a 3-kid cutoff. I got cousins and shit with like 6 kids and shit. No, we're not doing that.
So you don't even give them nothing?
No, I don't go.
Gotcha.
I'm not there. So the good thing about not living around your family is that you get to pick and choose where you want to travel to.
That's true.
And what you want to travel for. So no, listen, I had a conversation just today about a family reunion, right? And they was asking for an astronomical amount of money from everybody who is over 18 for the family reunion, right? And one of my cousins gonna say, well, you don't have kids, so you should want to support other people's kids. I said, other people's kids is not my responsibility. I don't have kids for a reason. If you can't afford to bring your kids where they need to be, you need to stop having kids. Period.
Or leave their ass somewhere else.
Right. Period. Like, I'm not obligated to take care of your kids because you chose to have kids. And let's keep it 100. Let's keep it all the way funky. 95% of kids ain't even fucking planned, especially in the black community. Most of them ain't planned.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you making strategic decisions. No, you wanted to bust a nut and the pull-out game was weak. That's basically what happened.
It came back out the driveway.
Right. Exactly. So most of my like friends and shit, a lot of my friends decided to have kids after 30. When they had their life together. When they had, you know what I mean, they shit in place. When they had all that and say, oh, I'm going to have a kid. Majority of my friends who do have kids, they only have one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? And if they not married or whatever the case, they got one, like they good. However, they know, like, this the amount of kids I want to, even my friends that are married, like you know you wanted, you know what I mean? You know you wanted another kid. Y'all had another kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can afford your kids. You know what I mean? You can afford your kids.
Treading water over here, baby. Like, treading water.
Right. But if you already know you on the brink and you treading water, what did you do? And it's not a secret because you told us on the podcast. I got a vasectomy. I don't want no more.
Yeah, snip.
You got to be responsible. Yeah. You got to be responsible. You knew you wanted 3 kids. 3 kids is what you had. You like, I'm handling that. I don't need to suffer because you deciding to have a rack of fucking kids. Period.
Oh, I ain't suffering.
No,
I'm
not saying you. I'm just saying the general.
No, I'm saying like I ain't suffering like in your sense. Like I'm not doing it. Fuck,
right.
This is my money.
Oh yeah, word. Like this is my money. You can't tell me
shit.
what I need to do with my, like most of our family members had 3+ kids. Yeah, I got condoms. I got money for condoms. Who need them?
I would have hit them with that's crazy. That's wild.
Come on, you don't have kids. You should want to help somebody else's kids. No,
I do. I got my own. Like I have my own nieces and nephews.
I have nieces. I have
first right of refusal.
And I don't mind.
They got the first right of refusal.
Don't get it twisted. Like if I have a family member that has like a real issue, like your kid is in dire need of something, like a need, not a want. Don't call me for your wants. I'm not the person to call for your wants. I'm not the person to call to support the AAU. I'm not the person, because that's ancillary shit. We not raising little LeBrons out here.
Payday in advance. Yeah. Better go holler at them niggas.
Yeah,
better get killed with some interest. And then,
right. Like that's not my responsibility. Like I don't have to buy fucking cookies and fucking kids be selling with the Christmas paper and all that from 85 fucking family members. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not the person to call for that. I got my own nieces. I got my own nephews. I got twins on the way in my family. Like I got my own shit to worry about. And the reason I don't have kids, right. I have money because I don't have kids. Maybe if you didn't have so many, you'll have money like me. That's all I'm saying. Don't try to run no guilt trip on me because I'm the last person that you want to try to run that guilt trip on because I'm frank as a bitch. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, I'd rather donate money for condoms. They was actually asking for like $300 per person for the family reunion.
So y'all want them to pay $1,000?
Right. Everybody.
And I ain't even made it there yet? Nah, y'all can suck a dick.
Everybody over 18, bro. They wanted everybody over 18 to pay.
Nah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna
$20 a month to next year.
I got $300 for a cookout at the crib.
Exactly. I was like, what y'all gonna do with all that? That's a lot of money.
Separate group chat. Separate group chat. Hey, party at the crib. Y'all come through.
Facts. And what I told them too, I was like, as far as like a baby shower, not a baby shower, like a family reunion is concerned. Like I know my particular family. I can't speak for other black families, but I know times where we've asked for $25 per person, and that also included a t-shirt, and niggas didn't want to pay that. You think niggas about to pay $25 a month for the next 13 months?
Mm-mm.
Per person. Not like per family or per person. What y'all gonna do with all that money, bro? And my phone is lighting up right now with niggas in the group chat talking about that shit. Families is funny. I love my family. I love my family to death, but yo, cuzzo, you jumped out the window with that one. For real though. But yeah, so wrap it up.
If I was 18, I'm not paying $300. I didn't have $300 when I was 18.
Facts. If
I did, I was going to buy some sneakers. And some weed.
You also thinking about people like
and a room.
So think about Think about like your family. So you will have to pay $300. Your wife will have to pay $300. And like one of my closer cousins, she has a daughter that's 18, so she gonna have to pay the $300. So I gotta pay $1,000 to come to the family reunion?
Yeah, I'll be in Puerto Rico.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you might as well put together a cruise or some shit like that where somebody gonna get something out of it. Like, I'm not doing that for a 3-day cookout, bro.
And then I gotta get there still. That ain't even get me getting there.
I gotta get
y'all nigga kiss my ass.
Nah, facts. I love my family. Shout out to my family who listen to this podcast, especially my cousin Brenda and all them. Hey,
cousin Brenda.
Yeah, like they listen. I be surprised at like my older family members who actually listen. I'm like, Lord.
I'm about to say Brenda probably a little older.
Yeah, Brenda is older. Yeah, I mean, but she was like, y'all listen to your podcast. I be like, word. Like, I be turning colors and shit because I know what shit I be talking about on this show.
Let's go, Brand.
What's up? But to my sister, me and B Hill said we landed at 3 pretty much. Let me get to a different letter. So we doing like 2.5 today. 1.5. So here's the letter that we got into the inbox. It says, I deliver for a high-end furniture store. I deliver several pieces.
You deliver rooms ago.
I delivered several pieces of furniture to this fine ass chocolate sister. Face was beautiful, body was tight, amazing
That's
smile.
This is a white man that said that. Nobody says fine ass chocolate sister. All right, go ahead.
It says amazing smile. She was super right. We didn't talk much, but she seemed nice and she offered me and the team Gatorade because it was warm out. I took a liking to her, but we have a rule at my company that you cannot flirt with customers. It has happened before and with coworkers, and customers have complained saying that they were harassed because niggas tried to shoot their shot. So I never do it. I can't risk getting curved and losing my job at the same time. Fast forward to a few weeks later, I see Baby in Publix. I think it may be a black nigga.
Yeah, he
did. I see Baby.
He did. He definitely became black. Right. If he didn't, but that motherfucker just...
Right, it might be Gary Owens.
I see Baby in Public. That's all.
Or John B. or Gary Owens out this bitch. He said...
that's so funny.
He said, I made my way down her aisle hoping she would recognize me, but she didn't. So I approached her and started to spit my A1 game on her. I didn't remind her that I had delivered furniture to her house because it would seem corny because damn, I'm not memorable, I guess. Said we text each other a few times and decided to meet up. She said her sister just got a job as a cook at this bougie restaurant, so we should meet there. And that was her way of ensuring that I was not a serial killer. He says we meet up at the spot and we talking and getting to know each other, but something was off. I couldn't put my finger on it. But something just wasn't vibing with what I was used to. Says the sister comes from out the kitchen to speak to us and says, hey, you're the Rejuvenation Furniture guy. Y'all,
shit.
She has an identical twin.
Holy
Once
shit,
she smiled, I knew I had got the wrong one. Y'all tell me, should I see?
This is a great question.
Right.
Like
He says, y'all tell me, should I see what twin number 1 is about? Cause that's the one I went on the date with, or come clean and tell twin number 1 that I was actually looking for twin number 2. A nigga is torn. And this is from JP.
Hell of a, that was great.
Scenario.
That was a really good one. That was like a real wild plot twist. I think you better not be making this shit up. That was good. But if you did, it's fine too, cause it's still good. Good content.
Right. If you're making it up, cool. Preach.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
Preach.
Whatever. I don't know you. You know what I mean? But no, that's a fucking, if that is in fact true, that's actually, that shit like a game of Clue or some shit.
Fact. I was like,
shit.
whoa.
I don't know, man. I guess honesty is, you can never go wrong with being honest, because especially if you said something was off a little bit. So I guess it depends on, so when she came out the bat, you know what I'm saying? Did she give you any rhythm type shit? And did it the mood change? And how, I guess I want to know what happened from that point. You know what I'm saying? Did you go home with twin, new twin or old twin? Or not necessarily go home with them, but who have you been kicking it with? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then
I don't know the details, but he said, should I come clean about who I was looking for? So I'm just assuming from the tone of the letter, he has not approached the other twin yet. I'm assuming.
So I guess that's my point. So it depends on are you digging the new twin? Because she obviously looks the same.
Right.
So I don't know. It just depends on how the interaction is going from this point on, right? So if new twin obviously is kind of digging you too, because she went on a date with you. That's a precarious position. Because if share everything, I say don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't rock the boat, because it's not unless they have two totally different personalities, which I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
But they may not. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
true.
they look the same at least, right? So
so you're not gonna be the same.
Yeah. So when you look at it, it's gonna be, I don't know though, because one might be a little bit more freaky and wild. You know what I'm saying? You might have got I don't know. It's a tough situation. I would just say if shit is cool and you ain't really having no issues, I would just continue kind of rocking how I would. I would just say I don't know. I probably just keep that shit to myself, because twins got some other twin power is wild. So twins, I've noticed even with my own twins, they either repel or they're super duper close. So they're either not close at all or they're extremely close to the point where super duper fucking close, kind of one person, you know what I mean, just split in two, which is identical twins essentially is that.
Right.
So,
true.
So I guess I would kind of just leave it where it is because I wouldn't want to muddy the waters, you know what I mean? Like in terms of that. So if it's fine where it is, and if you feeling old, the new twin, I guess, and nothing's wrong, I would just keep it like that, you know what I mean? Because it ain't like, I mean, it would be a wild fantasy to have twins, totally, but I don't know if you should leap that far out. Let them kind of bring you to the table on that one. But yeah, I would just hold what I got, and if everything's fine. But if it ain't fine, then that's another story because then it's twins, so you don't want to. I don't know. Yeah. Just hold what you got for where you is right now. If I'm under the assumption that everything is good.
So like the twin thing. So like I get the twin thing from a male fantasy type thing, but for me, like I feel like siblings having sex with each other is fucking gross. Like I don't care how you pair the shit up. I don't care if they look exactly alike. And I know twins who have did this before, who have had sex with each other and a dude.
That's wicked.
That's gross to me. Like that's still still your sibling. Shit. You know what I mean? Like that's still your sibling. So, you know what I mean? Like
if y'all don't touch, like, yeah, well, nah, it's gonna have two girls you're gonna have to touch because somebody, that's wicked.
Yeah.
I'd probably go through with it just because.
I know you probably would because it's just like, but
that ain't got shit to do with me. That
ain't got shit. Like y'all nasty.
I'm telling y'all, mama, what the fuck? After I finish this nut, I'm telling y'all, mama.
I'm telling y'all, mama. I definitely know twins who used to fuck.
That's crazy. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's incest.
Real talk.
Incestuous.
And it's incest like a motherfucker. Like
that's like that's Game of Thrones, Jaime Lannister and Cersei Lannister type shit.
Listen,
you probably don't get that reference because you didn't watch it.
I do know Cersei though.
Oh shit.
I just know it because I guess they're a popular character and people talk about them all the time. But I don't know. I don't know a lot. But as far as this particular situation with you, JP, like tough. But because I can only go by the information that you've given. So I would just say, I feel like if you come clean, you basically gonna lose both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because if the twins are close, like B Hill is saying, or just like siblings, period. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with somebody my sister done fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Even if it was just one date or two dates or whatever. It's just kind of like a code there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like your best bet will be to see what's up with the twin you actually asked out. Because based on what you said, we don't know if one is better than the other for real. All you know is like, damn, this the one I actually meant to holler at because I had some type of vibe with her. You know what I'm saying? Versus the one I actually got with. You know what I mean? And you said, something was off a little bit and that's probably why. And that's why she didn't recognize you and all that shit though. But we don't know. You and that twin could be. I say stick with the twin you got. Because I don't feel like the twin you actually wanted is an option at this point in time. Like there's a small chance it's an option, but I feel like the odds are stacked against you.
Switch. What Martin say? Yo, chill. Switch.
Switch. Yeah, man. And
that'll come up later.
Yes, that will come up later. So let's move on to that. JP. B Hill, give him your last advice.
Hold what you got, pimping. Just hold what you got. And if that shit get funky, then send her a DM. Send the other twin a DM and see how that shit go. But otherwise, I would just hold what you got right now.
Yeah, I would be on that. Like,
and don't speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was like feeling you, but your sister though, that's the one.
Yeah, because that's not gonna work on the ego of any
that
woman.
Help you. That ain't gonna help your cause.
Yeah, I don't think
that ain't gonna help baby. What is? So I seen baby in the store. That ain't gonna. That was awesome.
You dumb as shit. So JP, let us know what happened. And if you want some of this A1 advice from us, hit us up and let us know, at the ain'tshitshow@gmail.com. And that's an X where the I would be. You ready to get into this free smoke?
Free smoke.
Free Smiddog. So free smoke is where we talk about any hot button personal issues, anything we want to talk about, really, from politics to petty. It really does not matter. So on the last show, B Hill promised y'all that we would talk about the blackity black of the black movies, the top 10 black movies. So what B Hill and I did was write down our list of our top 5 black movies. And then I'm suggesting that from our top 10 list, we try to create a top 5 list based on what we have similarities.
Okay.
All right. You ready to go with that? Is your list in any particular order, or is it just your 10 top?
It's not. So
okay, that works.
Like the first 2 are, right? And then then it's just a free for all after that.
All right. So you go and I'll tell you if I got that on my list and we'll kind of go from there.
For the first 2 or
your first one?
5?
Your first one. Just your first one.
Oh, Malcolm X is my favorite movie of all time.
Okay. Malcolm X not even on my list.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Malcolm X not on my list. I like Malcolm X, but it's definitely not in my top 10. So I will go with,
I am Malcolm X.
I will go with, if we going with, biography, autobiography type shits, I'm going with What's Love Got to Do with It.
Good flick. That's not on my list at all.
What's Love Got to Do with It is not on your list?
Nah, it's not. It's not. I forgot about it completely. I'm glad, but it wouldn't have made my list anyway, though.
Okay, so all right, so let's talk about it just a little bit. Tell me about Malcolm X, and I'm gonna tell you about What's Love Got to Do with It.
Malcolm X changed my life. So, it was like I was like 10, and I just stumbled on the shit. Like I was at my mom and daddy people house, and they had the shit playing. That shit was like when it came out on VHS and shit. And I was either 10 or 11. I remember it was around about that time, and like. I watched the whole shit. Like I was just sitting there. I was like the only kid there. Like they was having a whole grown up party and shit. And they had Malcolm X on. Nope. I don't know what. They didn't have no cartoons and no shit. They just had Malcolm X. So, I just watched it because I didn't really know the story of it. You know what I mean? Like I remember it was summertime and everything, but I didn't really know the story of Malcolm X. Outside of, just the fact of him being a black leader and shit like that. But, you 10, so you really don't, like, life hasn't hit you or you don't realize the ills of life.
Right.
But now it just kind of changed my life in terms of, like, seeing his transformation from, like, Detroit Red all the way to Malcolm X and even to the Malik El Shabazz, who he was at, once he died and then obviously once he got killed, by his own people, very similar to Nip, what I mean? And just what he stood for and, like, how... like the evolution of man kind of happens and shit. So it was really dope to me. I just felt like he was one of the most powerful men that we've ever had. And he was incredibly intelligent, and just to see like from the perils of which he came from, the destitute and street life to becoming essentially like a king amongst men. That shit was just like super eye opening for me. So, it was just really dope. So that was,
have you ever thought about becoming Muslim? I see you, you always have an affinity to the Nation of Islam. Have you ever thought about it?
That's actually, no, I haven't. But I like a lot of their principles. I like a lot of the, things that the Islamic culture offers just in the discipline, area of life. I think they're very disciplined and very devout. Obviously there's radicalists and extremists in anything. But, no, I never, thought about joining. I'm not really like crazy religious. Like I don't really want to be confined to anything particular, but I like a lot of the ideas and ideals that they have, amongst them. But no, I haven't. But it's funny you say that because I was listening to Van Lathan podcast and he had, Rizza Islam, which is like a younger, Nation of Islam dude who's got all the posts and the light skinned dude with the glasses and shit. He had him on there and it was a really good conversation because, Van kind of is from the same ilk as I am in terms of like the Nation of Islam and how it kind of impacted his life. But then he doesn't, certain ideals that they have in terms of like sexuality and like the Jewish cultures and different cultures and stuff like that. I don't necessarily agree with all of that. But it was pretty interesting. It was so you should check that out. It was a really good interview because Van's pretty smart and this Rizza Islam is pretty smart too, but it was just a good conversation. But no, to answer your question, I've never thought about that. So.
Gotcha.
What was your fucking reasoning?
What's Love Got to Do with it? So What's Love Got to Do with it was so fucking dope to me because like, it's like looking at that shit like, it was a movie. Like, it was a good fucking movie. It's like, but this was her real fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't no, you know what I mean? Like, no fiction. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and she went through all this shit, and then it was just, I think it was just like pure entertainment. I think like all black people have seen What's Love Got to Do with it. And
that's a fact.
And it's related, you know, it's Tina Turner and it's Ike Turner, you know what I mean? And it has quotables, you know what I'm saying? Like, did it change my life? No, it didn't. However, it was just a good fucking movie. And I feel like, you know, you talk about the $5, quote, $5 or, yeah, I mean, like it was like shit that if you talk about What's Love Got to Do with it, every black person has seen What's Love Got to Do with it. Yeah. And all she wanted at the end was her fucking name. That's it. Yeah. Like, and that's an ill thing to me only because like, I would think, so I'm the type of person, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I would never change my last name, period. You know what I mean? I would never change my last name. I don't believe in that whole mentality of I need to change who I am because I married somebody. Like that's not me. You know what I mean? Like I'm who I am and my name is who I am and I'm not going to be who I am for 30 plus, 40 plus years and then turn into somebody else just because I could be temporarily attached to another person. But all she wanted out of all this shit, she said, look, I worked hard with this nigga. I went through all this motherfucking shit and I'm a Turner and that's all the fuck I want. I want my Turner and that's it. Fuck you. I don't want your money. I don't want your shit. But I want my last name. And I just thought that shit was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like What's Love Got to Do with it is just like one of them classics. Like,
yeah, it's a dope movie.
Your grandmama and them, sure. Everybody done seen, you know what I mean? Like What's Love Got to Do with it.
Oh yeah, Malcolm X had some dope cinematography too. Like,
no,
I like
Malcolm X was a good movie. Malcolm X was a good movie. I don't negate that at all.
He was going to the mosque. To the mosque before he got shot, and they had Sam Cooke playing and shit, and like how they had that. That was an ill shot. Like Spike Lee got some weird shots and shit that we've already discussed, but that was one. That shit was polarizing, but that was an ill. That I'll never forget that shit. Like that's when I really learned like what Sam Cooke was. I was like, damn, that song crazy. My dad was like Sam Cooke.
Fun fact,
like,
Taraji Henson was an extra in Malcolm X movie.
She was.
Yep.
She was.
Yep, sure was. I'm gonna go with my next one. I'm gonna go with Friday. That gotta be on your list.
Absolutely.
All right, so we both agree on Friday.
I watched that shit. It's on Netflix. I watched that shit like a couple months ago. That shit is, mind you, I literally still know the word, the fucking movie verbatim, so I was proud of myself for that. But that shit is fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Still.
Yes. And for the first Friday was the best Friday. I don't feel like.
Ew, hold on. The Christmas shit was funny as fuck.
Nah, you on your own with that, bro. You on your own with
that shit is fucking, I love that. The second one was okay. But that third one, shit, nigga, that runs you know, honestly, like when I was making my list, I was like, boy, I don't know Friday after next. Boy, them shits run neck and neck to me, boy.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of, I mean, I've watched all the following Fridays, but I never really fucked with none of them. Like, I don't watch none of them shits over and over again. Like the shit with Cat Williams and motherfucking,
that's the one.
All
them
shit.
That shit was funny as hell. Player.
Baby D. Which one with Baby D and shit? With all the snacks, you know, all the snacks with the glitter and shit. With Mike Epps and all that shit.
That shit was funny as hell too, though.
It was alright. It was alright. I ain't saying it was not funny.
No more locked doors. no more locked doors.
See, I don't even know that quote.
What?
No, I don't know that quote.
The Mexicans that stayed across the street in the little Joker.
Little Joker, baby Joker.
No more locked doors. I love it. That shit was funny, but that third one, that shit, player.
What's your next joint?
Coming to America.
All right, we on the same page with that. Coming
to America.
Coming to America is just a classic. Like,
yeah,
Coming to America got quotes on top of quotes, and that's one of my criterias for me personally. Like,
yeah,
is it quotable? Can I say some Coming to America? If Mama named Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay, and you know what that means.
Like a bud.
Give it up a sex with chocolate. Like, yeah, like if you know that makes that shit a classic to me. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Facts on that. All right.
White people know that shit.
Yes,
like, white
exactly.
people love Coming to America.
All right, my next joint is Set It Off.
Good movie. Not on my list.
Not on your list?
Thought about it,
man.
but not on my list.
Listen,
because I was thinking like for action movies and shit. Like I was trying to go through like you know what I mean, documentaries, comedies, and shit, and all type of shit, and like, you know, musicals and shit like that. And yeah, I didn't have that. That's a good one though, but I ain't had that on my list.
The way I did my list was I basically was just like, we talked about the shit, and I was like, oh, let me go ahead and put my shit out right now. And I just freestyled the shit, and I came up with like 15 joints off the top of my head. Like,
That's
so
crazy.
then I had to fucking put like my top 10 of the 15 joints. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So Set It Off is one of my top joints. I feel like Set It Off has a lot of quotables as well. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I don't got no quotables from Set It
I
Off.
got
Like,
it.
I
What
know
do
the
you
movie.
do?
I've seen it several times.
what do
but
you
I
do
don't
when a
remember.
gun is in your face? You pull
Yeah.
from the right hand clip. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I feel like it was it's Jada Pinkett. It's motherfucking,
Queen.
what's my girl? One with all the Botox, Vivica. You got
She was so
Vivica.
pretty, too.
You got Queen Latifah. You got, what's TT real name?
I don't know.
My homegirl, you know,
She always
I
crying.
need this money, Frankie. Yeah, like that's my shit. And they was on some gangster shit, trying to, you know, do some Robin Hood type shit, rob some people so they can get their lives straight. So Set It Off is in my top joint. What's your next joint?
Damn, I just thought of one that I want to fucking put that I love very much. God damn, I actually thought of about 2 or 3 more actually. But so I had Friday. Oh no, excuse me. Life is my third joint. I love Life. Life and Coming to America are equally tied for like the funniest movie of all time to me personally.
And y'all already
love
know
fucking
my ideas on Life. I didn't find that shit funny.
That's crazy, man.
And
That's
the thing
shit.
about Life is
It's so
I
many quotables for fucking
anticipated
Life.
Life. Like I anticipated, like I remember when Life was supposed to come out back in the day. It was like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, who were the 2 funniest guys in America at that point in time.
And they did not disappoint.
I didn't like
Bernie
it.
Mac killed that shit. Kenny, fucking what's the dude from Blackish? Fucking Anthony Anderson was in that shit.
Yep, Anthony Anderson was
That
in
shit
that
is
shit.
hilarious, man.
Jangalang,
That shit got
you want your
so many
cornbread?
fucking quotables, yo.
Yeah. So
You gotta watch it again, man. Just watch it again.
I've seen Life a couple times. I haven't seen it probably in the last 10 years because when it's on, I just keep moving. Like it just wasn't I don't know what it was.
That shit was funny as hell.
You know
Them
what?
niggas stood on that bottle and shit. Said, goddamn, Claude, my goddamn Toto fell in the bottle. I fucking love that movie.
I will watch it though. I will try to watch it again just because I'm
You should give it a
older.
go. I'm
I
telling you.
will see if it makes more sense to me or if it's funnier to me. But Life was not one of my ones. But Life was one
crazy.
of yours. What's your next one?
I had Friday, but we already
already
talked
got
about
Friday,
that one. Bad
yeah.
Boys 2.
Okay, I got Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 2 is fucking like one of the best action movies ever.
I agree.
Period.
I'm
And then it just happened to be black.
I'm with you on the Bad Boys 2.
I'm pumped
Mike
up for Bad
Lowry.
Boys 3. I hope that shit is good, man.
I'm gonna be disappointed though, bro.
I'm gonna be
Like,
so sick if it's not good, but it's gotta be good, though.
it don't have no choice but to be good.
Gotta be good.
You see that preview for that Gemini Man shit? Will Smith.
I like
in?
that shit. That shit look pretty dope. I
Yeah,
think
that's why I was
gonna
like,
be dope.
oh, it looked pretty good. Will Smith don't do bad movies too often, to be completely honest. Cause I
that
like,
shit with Netflix was trash.
which one? Oh, I never
Bright.
watched that because everybody was talking about how trash it was, so I ain't even
That
waste
shit
my
was
time
weird.
on
I
that.
fell asleep on that shit twice.
Yeah, I did hear about that, but I think about like shit like, well, I didn't like Hitch. I think you liked Hitch.
Hitch was pretty good.
I didn't
It wasn't
like
great,
Hitch.
but it was good. I like Hancock.
No.
Hancock was dope.
Right, that's what I'm thinking about Hancock because I actually liked Hitch. I didn't like Hancock.
Hancock was
You
dope.
liked Hancock. That's the one I meant. I just said an
That shit was
H and
dope.
shit. Hitch.
I Am Legend was dope.
Yeah.
iRobot, that was
Robot
dope.
was dope as fuck.
Yeah, iRobot was dope.
Independence Day was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit with his son. The shit with him and his son. I
Pursuit
forgot.
of Happiness. Yep.
Nah, not that one.
Which one?
The other one. When they were
Karate
like in
Kid?
a fucking, huh?
Not Karate Kid. No, that was his son.
That
He
was
wasn't
Taraji.
there.
That was a good movie though. Damn, they was on a planet or some shit. I forgot the name of that fucking movie. Damn, that shit gonna bug me out. Anyway,
I
that was
like
pretty.
that shit.
I don't think that was very good though. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I
You
mean,
like it was
overall,
good,
he's
then
got.
you like it was not good.
Yeah, I can't remember. I only seen it a couple times, but I don't think it was that good. But it was overall, he has a pretty good movieography.
All right. So my next one is The Color Purple.
Yes, I had that as honorable mention.
All right,
which
so you don't have it, but you got it.
Heartbreaking to me, actually.
All right. But Color Purple is just one of them great classic
That's a
black
great movie.
movies.
I've seen that movie probably more than I've seen any other movie in my life.
I probably put it up there with movies that I've seen in abundance over and over again. Color Purple was just one of them classic movies Until You Do Right by Me. Like, I feel like I could probably watch Color Purple and recite the shit
like
from beginning to end.
Like, that's how my grandma and them lived or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like, back when they was young and shit.
What's your next one? What's your next one on your list?
A movie that changed my life, another one, was fucking House Party. I could not wait to grow up and get old and go to a fucking house party.
We on House
and
Party.
I remember seeing
together.
that shit at Tower Twin. If you're from Raleigh, right on New Bern, when they used to have Tower Twin. There used to be 2 movie theaters, and Tower Twin had two fucking movie theaters, and it was one on one side and one on the right side.
That's the one on New Bern.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I never went to the movies there though when I went to college there, but I know which one you're talking about.
Frankie Dink as fuck, but like I remember going. I forgot who I was with. I think I was with Katrina Davis. Shout out to Katrina, that was my nigga. And
hey, BB giving out first and last. I hope the government ain't looking for it.
I always call her Katrina Davis because that was my nigga though. So we went to that because we went to the skate ranch first. And then we went to that shit, like, towards the end of the night and shit. We saw that shit. And that shit changed my fucking life. I could not, nigga, when I tell you, I could not wait to get old and start going to a party. Cause it's funny cause we used to go to the skate ranch. Like, they used to have like a 7 to 11 skate and shit. So, like, I think we went to the movies first and then we went to the skate ranch. That's what we did. So it was like a party. So we was turned the fuck up in that bitch. But, yeah, I was like 10 or 11 when that shit came out.
I used to go skate ranch in college on Sunday.
Oh, that shit used to jam. That shit still be jumping.
For real.
Hell yeah, that shit still be jumping.
Hey,
like,
we used to party from Thursday to Sunday every week when I was in college. Well, like my freshman year and my sophomore year, we definitely did. Skate ranch was on Sunday. We used to get drunk as fuck and go to skate ranch. Everybody on campus used to be at skate ranch.
The whole block be fucking lit, like the whole shit. Nigga, remember goddamn nigga named Chicago wrecked his bike and shit. And, like, almost got decapitated.
Speaking of Chicago, Poetic Justice made my honorable mention. Did it make your list?
It was no, it didn't. I really didn't like Poetic Justice very much.
Oh, for real?
Nah, I've watched it a million times and I know I should like it, but it's not really a good movie. Like, in my mind. It's not really that good.
It was in my honorable mention. It's in my honorable
I've seen it a million times and it should have been, but I just didn't really like it. Like, I hated Janet's character in that shit.
Janet can't act. Let's keep it funky.
Yeah,
Janet can't act.
Like, Tupac did a great job. Joe Torre did a good job.
Yeah, Chicago.
Brenda did a good job, too.
Yep. Hey, Oscar winner. Oscar winner. Who thought Brenda was going to be a Oscar winner? Right? You know what I mean? All right. So for the next one that's actually on my list, you gotta have this on your list. Players Club.
I did not even think about
Come on, man. Are we serious right now?
I did not. That's crazy.
Damn.
I fucking love
Players Club didn't make your list.
Cause I love Lisa Ray. Like I'd probably
everything about Players Club is great. Like,
yeah,
Players Club is a
Bernie
great
Mac
black
killed that
movie.
shit. Like that was a great role.
Hey, bye Lance. Hey, hey, motherfucking, I'm at junior party. Y'all coming? Yeah, coming. Like that movie had comedy. That movie had drama.
That shit was wild. That shit was that shit was well written.
Pimping.
That shit went through all gambit of emotions.
Shout out to Ice Cube, man. Like, yeah.
Did he write that shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or he produced it, one of the two.
Yeah. Cube a ill nigga though.
Yeah,
shout out to Cube.
Shout out to Cube.
He nasty with them fucking treatments. Again, goes back to niggas who can write.
Yeah. So what was next?
I know you got 5 Heartbeats on yours.
Facts. We got 5 Heartbeats. We
the greatest musical movie of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing better than that.
Yeah. I might get, I'm pretty much agreeing with you right now. 5 Heartbeats was one of those movies. 5 Heartbeats was one of those movies everybody in your family knows. Your grandma might not know Friday or Players Club.
No, yeah, she definitely.
But she definitely know 5 Heartbeats. And we
baby stop running. Baby stop running. Why? That's my shit.
Play Shy Brother. Nights like this, I wish.
That shit was fire.
Raindrops.
Can't wait till my kids get a little bit older so they can. Yeah, that shit was fire, man.
Facts. No, that's facts. All right, so we got 5 Heartbeats. All right, so the next one on my list is Menace to Society.
Yeah, I got Menace.
You
That
got
was my
Menace?
next one. I got Menace / Juice though, so it was like
You
a tie.
can't do that. Which one
Yeah,
you
you
going
can.
with? Which one you
This is
going
our
with?
list. This is our list.
But we gotta
do
come
what we
up
want.
with a top 5.
It's Menace and Juice, man, because like
No,
they
you
were
can't
equally.
put them because
It
first
was
of
like
all,
East
you
Coast, West
already
Coast.
told us that it wasn't in a particular order, so you can't have a tie. So which one you going with? I mean, you can have both of them if you want to
I
take
don't
up
want
your
both of 'em.
spots. So which one you giving your spot to?
Fuck, man, it's tough.
If you sitting down right now and somebody said, let's watch Menace or Juice, which one you gonna watch? And I think you're gonna say Menace, and I'm gonna tell you why Menace. I just feel like
you think I'm from the West Coast and I'm not.
you do. You definitely think you're from the West Coast, bro. You definitely think you're from the
I
West
think
Coast.
nah, I don't. But I think I probably would watch. I like Juice. Juice was a better movie, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Juice was a little bit better. Like, cause Pac was a hell of an actor. Like, it had better actors in it. Lorenz Tate was pretty good too. No,
Okay.
it had a whole. That shit was. Yeah, I think Juice though, cause I mean,
Nigga smoked
just by,
your
like-
cousin. Them niggas smoked your cousin, B.
Yeah, that's true.
Bruh, them niggas smoked your cousin. Like, Jada Pinkett was in that movie, bro. Lorenz Tate was in that movie,
They had some
bro.
actors. They did have some actors in that motherfucker. Though.
Bruh, come on, man. Come on, man.
But Q, like when Q was on the elevator and Pac came on the elevator, I felt that shit. Like I was like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was
That's
like
true.
that nigga. Like and then when he opened the locker and the nigga was right there, that nigga Pac was hell. That nigga was a cool. That nigga was a good ass actor. Fuck, sucks he got clipped early. But that shit was scary. That nigga was scary, man. Like O-Dog was scary, but O-Dog was just wild. Like I knew like niggas like O-Dog. I ain't know them niggas like Bishop. Bishop was fucking nuts. Like he scared the shit out
Bishop
of
was
me.
nuts. But I think
He was
like
kind of scary, man.
O-Dog
You know
and
what
them
I'm
was more erratic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they
like-
were more reactionary and
Yeah, Bishop was calculated.
yeah,
like,
he was like a
serial
killer, like a serial killer. Like a nigga you'll be like, nah, don't talk to that nigga.
Yeah, like yo, chill out, Bishop. And his name was fucking Bishop. Like that was a
That
ill
nigga
name.
crazy
Like, that was-
girl, don't say nothing to him. He was
For
that
real.
nigga. You know what I mean? Alright. So we both going with, so is you going with Menace or are you going with Juice?
I'm going with Juice.
You going with Juice. Alright, so I gotta take Menace off of our consensus line. Alright, so what's your next joint?
The Jackson Family fucking thing.
Jackson
I
5
don't know.
joint? Jackson, okay. I had
The
that,
ma-
then I took mine totally off.
I fucking love that shit, nigga. That might be the most second watch behind Color Purple. Like I've seen that shit 8 million times. Every time I watch that shit come on today.
Word.
I love that shit.
I feel like that was a good movie for sure.
It was like a TV series. Like nigga, that Michael Jackson was that shit. Like nigga had a whole fucking mini series on fucking NBC.
yeah.
Like a multi-day. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
you're
just-
right. It was good. I don't doubt that, like, at fucking all. My next joint that I feel like gotta be, and it's gotta be on your fucking list, Boys in the Hood.
So I didn't have it there.
Man, you're killing me. You're
I didn't
killing
have,
me.
like I told you, I kind of wanted to divvy it up a little bit. Like I had like it was like a gumbo of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was, cause honestly, like, yeah, Boys in the Hood, but it should be up there. Yeah, it should be up there.
You're like, nah, that shit really should be up there, though.
Yeah, cause it was like, yeah, cause they had Furious and shit. They were talking about gentrification and all that shit early on.
Yeah, they was very much so. Like, Boys in the Hood was a good movie, man.
Yeah, that was a good
people
flick.
know Boys in the
I was
Hood.
gonna put it on there. I only got it as my honorable mention, which is wild, but it is what it is.
Gotcha.
Cause I was like, I don't want to have too many gangster flicks and shit, but
Nah, I
it was
feel
worth
you
it,
on
though.
that. How many in your list you done went through on your top 10?
Oh, I only got one more.
All right, what's your last one?
Black Panther. It was dope.
Damn, that is a good one, bruh. I don't even have that on
I'm
my
a Marvel
list,
head,
though.
so like superheroes and shit, and that shit was like it was a black superhero, so I had to put that up there.
Dog.
That was my 10th one, and I had Color Purple as my honorable mention.
Damn, no, that's right. That was a good pick. I ain't even think about that. I think I was more nostalgic. I ain't even think like
Yeah.
Black Panther didn't even come into my realm. But nah,
Right, I can dig it.
that definitely should have been on my list for sure. I'm gonna go with my last one. My last one, because I actually got 15 up here. Because 50 was my honorable mention.
Well,
I
I
ain't
thought
have my
about
shit up.
Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins too, because that shit is fucking hilarious. I love that goddamn movie. That shit is
I wish
funny as
y'all could
fuck.
see how I'm looking at him. Like in the top though,
Nigga, that shit funny as fuck, man. That
listen.
shit is funny as hell, yo. I love and Soul Man. I don't know if you ever seen Soul Man with Samuel L. Jackson and fucking Fucking Bernie Mac.
I don't think I ever saw that movie. I don't think I ever saw
please,
Soul
you
Man.
gotta see it.
So my last but not least, and it's a draw for me. So, well, it's actually 3 movies that I got here. But so y'all, I've already talked about like School Days by Spike Lee is like one of my favorite movies ever.
Never seen it.
Favorite movie ever. You talk about like movies that like changed your life and shit, and I was probably like, I don't know, like maybe 10 when that movie came out, something like that. But it exposed me to like black colleges and black college life and sorority life and like colorism and, you know what I mean? Tisha Campbell was in that movie. You should definitely watch it just to say,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just to say you watched it.
Was that Robert Townsend or was it Spike
No,
Lee?
it's a Spike Lee joint.
Oh, word.
And it's like a sororities and fraternities and college and shit like that. And Tisha Campbell was in it, and she was like one of what you would deem to be today like the AKAs and the pretty girls and the stereotypical shit. And then it was like the dark skinned girls, the wannabes and the jigaboos and all that shit. So it had me looking at that shit, and I was like, yo, like that shit seemed dope, like from a college aspect. So I'm gonna put that in my honorable mention. But where my last one comes in is between Harlem Nights and Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Great choices.
Yeah.
Really good choices.
Yeah. So help me figure out this last one for me. Like between Harlem Nights, which is funny as fuck.
Nights.
Only because it got that star power, right? It had Richard Pryor, Della
That's like
Reese.
that was like old Hollywood, like old black Hollywood transition, like kind of riding off in the sunset type of deal.
No, that is true because, like we said, we talking about Eddie Murphy,
Della
Reese. We talking about Richard Pryor.
We
talking about Red Fox,
Robin Harris.
All right.
Somebody else was in that movie.
Hey, but Thin Line, we gotta give. Shot me in my pinky toe, man. Shot me in my pinky toe.
Sunshine, Leela Rashawn Finance was in there.
Leela Rashawn, throw the pussy in the air, turn to pure sunshine for sure.
Boomerang, nigga. Fuck.
Damn, I ain't even have Boomerang on my shit either. I ain't have Boomerang.
I just thought about that shit because that shit gotta go on there because he had a whole bunch of bad bitches in that motherfucker, man.
No, he did. He had Leela Rashawn, Halle Berry, and Robin Givens. All right,
and Gina was a side, like Gina was the neighbor.
Yeah.
Tisha Campbell was the ugly ass neighbor, but she wasn't ugly.
But Thin Line was dope too. Thin Line had Martin. It had
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown
did a good job in that shit.
Had Regina King. It had Lynn Whitfield.
Yeah, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Right. East Bayou, all that. But Thin Line was a good movie, so that's definitely going into my honorable mentions. So, based on the calculations of what we had in common, not in any order, these are the top 5 black movies. Friday, 5 Heartbeats, House Party 1, Bad Boys 2, and Coming to America.
I'm with it. I ain't mad at it.
That's our top 5 Fresh and B Hills, top 5 black movies.
You could definitely take a road trip with them.
Yes, you definitely can. Dang, it's so many, bro, that we ain't like you thought of that I ain't think of, vice versa. That's good.
I'm still thinking of shit.
Black excellence. Black excellence, man. I want to thank y'all for listening to us. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Follow us at the Ain't Shit Show on all social media, and that's an X where the I will be. And we on Twitter, IG, Facebook, YouTube, all that. We on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all that. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And make sure y'all shout us out. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting there. We moving. That Nipsey episode, that Rest in Power episode is moving a lot faster than some of our others. And you know, we doing good. We in the thousands, so we good.
Your shirt?
Bruh, I'm glad you said that because I need to send them an email or something. Like, I ain't got shit yet.
I said that because my brother just got his shit today. He just posted his shit. He got an email like last week saying his shit had just shipped.
Word, yeah, I need to reach out to them because I was just trying to respect the game for a minute. Like,
all right.
I get it, like some shit that went on. You know what I mean? Black owned business, whatever. Now I'm like, all right, where my shit at, bro? Let me get my shit.
$50 on this fucking
right,
shirt.
$50.
He said it's really good quality though. Like not for now. He was like, nigga, this shit is like A1. It ain't no bullshit. You know what I mean?
That's good.
T-shirt, so it'll be worth it.
That's good. And that's right in line. B, you always in line because my quote for today is from Lauren London, and Lauren London's quote is actually what Nipsey used to say, and I thought that this was just so poignant about, people and being in relationships with people. And she said that Nipsey used to say, you don't possess people, you just experience them. And I thought that was dope. That was dope because that's true. Because people think they own people just because you're in a relationship or you married. Nah, you don't own nobody, bro. And until next week, I want y'all to be
the marathon
great.
Continues. Can we change from Wakanda Forever?
We can. You want it to
Let's
be the
go.
marathon
Continues.
Okay. As long as it's some black shit.
Continue. We on this marathon of life. And we riding this bitch together.
I'm with
TMC.
it. Until next week, I want y'all to be great and the marathon continues. We out, nigga.
Bye, nigga.